interpretation, bro.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwarash.
the double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And we come another week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which are the names, the true names of who you ignorantly call God and who you ignorantly call the Messiah, man. Hey, and he's coming back. Yahushai is coming back for a chosen remnant, the 144,000. And the 1/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Hey, and right now in the world, it's a lot of prophecy happening, man. Hey, so we want to touch up on the destruction, and the prophecy to come. Hey, Saudi Arabia and Israel, they just came upon an agreement or a deal to create another basically nuclear facility, which means what, that they're enriching uranium, particularly uranium-235, is one of the elements used to create, the nuclear missiles. And understanding that the times that we're in, the scriptures say that the Most High created the smith that blows the coals in the fire, man. So nuclear war is being prepared in the midst of all you people being asleep, Which means what? They're not just creating these nukes to put them in a museum. Hey, they're being used, or it's like they're being created to actually be used, man. Hey, and it's evident from the foundation of the world, really before the world was created, Salakia, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was going to have America, which is the last beast, the revival of the Roman Empire be destroyed.
I got you.
Okay, go ahead.
Psalms 7, and I'm going to start at 11. Yahweh judges the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
It says the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. And in the book of, Second Esdras, it says, 16 and 65, I believe, it says their sins shall be their accusers in that day, man. But the scripture says what? He whet his sword. So whet means to be, to perfect or to sharpen. And understanding how does he sharpen? And well, you have a range of missiles in which the Lord created. The scriptures speak about that armory, man. So not only do you have the thermal nuke, you have the hypersonic, you have the atomic bomb. These are all the perfections of the Most High's weapon, man.
You got different kind of nukes that detonate, and they got some that detonate in outer space, some that detonate on impact, some that detonate right before impact. So it's multiple ways that these nukes are going to be used.
And the scriptures speak of seeing, the prophets seeing these mushroom clouds, man. Which means what? They seen the destruction and the detonation of these weapons, man. You know that, bro?
Verse 13, he hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors.
Yeah, the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Hey, the prophets didn't have a word for missiles back then, man. So they could only use what they had in that age, that eon, man.
Yeah, who's persecuting? Who's persecuting the Lord's people, man? The other nations. Especially Esau, Edom. He's the top nation that persecutes the Lord's people, man.
Yep.
So that's why the Lord created these missiles, to destroy the wicked, man. Destroy the other nations, destroy the wickedness of our two-thirds of our people.
Jeremiah 50, verse 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
So if I may, so if you really think about the big picture of how the Most High is looking at this, as the brother man, as the scripture put together, 2/3 of his own people won't get right, and the wicked are their guiders or leaders. So there's guiding you to the slaughter, to the wicked way. Okay, so the Heavenly Father, he's not going to pump fake on you, man. He don't go for it. All right? He's ready to let loose and really show the world, 2/3 of his own chosen people, as well as the rest of the nations, that this ain't how it's supposed to go. That he's tired of letting you do what the hell you want to, as well as our own people too. So he has perfected these weapons, particularly this modern day sword, the big guns, if you will, the nuclear missiles, ICBMs, that's gonna set this world back on hump. All right? Well, in fear of him and his name and his son's name and his chosen people, start with his elect.
Yeah, he's hey, Lord of hosts means Lord of armies, man.
God.
You know, it's like Sabaoth. You know, just imagine all the armies, all the wars that have happened on the planet Earth. The Most High is behind all that, man. You know, and people say, "Oh, God is all love." Shit. As you read the scriptures, man, he only loves his elect, and he still persecutes his elect. You know, his son, he sent down to hang on the cross, man. But that was, that was all through spirit sacrifice, for the nation of Israel. But hey, man, Most High ain't nothing to play with.
And the scriptures say in the book of Psalms, hey, the Most High is known, Yahweh is known by the judgments which he executes, man. Hey, so you can try to say y'all love. Hey, well, it's a duality of the Heavenly Father, man. Because when we go into the book of Exodus, the 15th chapter and the 3rd verse, it tells us that he's a man of war. Yahweh is his name. You know, you could look over example over example over example, man. Hey, the first death included what? A flooding, man, which killed everybody except 8 souls.
Right.
Does that sound like all love?
Right
Sodom, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. Hey, that was 5 cities.
Yeah.
Was that all love? There's so many examples. Hey, when the army came to Elijah to basically to capture him, and the Most High had it rain from the chariot fire, a boat, because it was two separate armies that came. The first army got swallowed up by the fire of the chariot, and then they came again, and the second army got swallowed up by the fire of the chariot. Was that all love? Nah, the Most High is a man of war, man.
That's right.
You know?
And he set up a process of reincarnation when you understand that. It's all going to balance out anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but he has to give certain scenarios to manifest and certain signs to show to see who's obedient unto him. Right? And if you're not, how long daddy gonna tell you to clean your room before you get your ass beat, man? Period, point blank.
Real quick, when you look up armory in the Hebrew in Jeremiah 50:25, the word is a watazar. You read the 4th definition. It says magazine of weapons, figurative of the Most High's armory. As you look up magazines in the definition, it says, in repeating firearms, the magazine is the place that stores the ammunition that has not been fired.
Put that on the clip, bro.
Unlimited.
Yeah, the projectile weapon, man. Missiles are projectile weapons, like bullets. Hey, Esau, the Lord got laser technology, man. Esau trying to mimic it, but where did Esau get it from? Most High, man. So you how it shot, man. That laser technology, man, it's called the Duke, direct energy weapon.
That's that version of it.
Yeah.
Wait till we see the Most High's version.
Yeah, way more
Pure
powerful.
form of what it's supposed to be.
It's Deuteronomy 10 and 17, just for the brother say what he said about the Lord ain't just all love. It says, for the Lord Yahweh your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. And I had looked into that word terrible. It means, in the blue letter, the word is Yahweh. It says to be feared, dreadful, to be reverenced, to cause astonishment.
Because another point you made is that it's a separation of chastisement between the elect and the 2/3. The 2/3, theirs is to a judgment of death. Us is to for correction. Hey, when you look at what happened when Moses' sister and Aaron, they were basically going back against
Miriam.
When they were going back against Moses, and you see Miriam was the one that got the leprosy from it. Because it was a difference within judgments, man.
Yeah, she was a woman, man. She was
Exactly.
supposed to be speaking up against men. That's why the Lord punished her ass.
That's funny y'all bring that up. Another I think she might have been of the Latin tribes, but she was a Latin nigga woman. She ended up over there in Dubai. She ended up something happened where she was waiting at the airport, and she I think she kind of mushed one of the dudes or pushed him or something, locked her ass
Yeah.
up.
They could have killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She basically she wasn't supposed to touch a man at all. They locked her ass up
Or raise her hand.
That's
Raise her
another
hand.
account, huh?
in Dubai.
Raise her hand to a man. That's what
Yeah.
the law is.
In Dubai.
Hey, Dubai ain't. Dubai is not America. Stupid ass bitches, man. You know?
And Dubai is not even as extreme as some of those other Middle Eastern
Hey, I
countries.
think it's about to get extreme.
Yeah.
They're about to pass some laws. Hey, bitches.
Places like
American
Afghanistan.
homes,
Oh shit.
Pakistan.
Afghanistan, she would have been put to death.
Yeah.
American citizen or not.
Women can't even show their body over there.
I don't know. All you supposed to see is
Somebody got a teenager got judged. I think her whole family. I don't remember exactly, but she got hit with something because she had an Instagram or whatever, one of them Facebook accounts.
Oh.
And she started showing revealing
Yeah.
stuff on
Another one with she had a woman over there had a Twitter, and she was subscribed or followed.
This is the one I'm
Yeah.
so you know better.
She followed like a certain page that basically the government wasn't in agreement with, and they locked her ass up for like 30 years.
Yeah, like 37 years.
Yeah,
Like
God.
that.
yeah,
She
like
had a Twitter, bro.
32 years, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring that up to detour the topic of the lesson, but yeah, man, it's like shit is changing, man. And judgment is basically is showing up. You know, judgment is gonna show up. And a lot of you people, you're being real proud, being arrogant, set in your ways, but the Lord's getting ready to change shit on the earth, man. That's just the bottom line. Yeah.
It's like, with you American Texas, some of the worst people. Man. So the Lord, this is what the Lord has to do. He has to bring this harsh level of judgment to let him know that he ain't playing no more.
Hey, the brother said he got quoted. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. But these people have forgot who Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is, man. Hey, brothers speak about it all the time. The Lord about to reintroduce Al-Shad to the earth, man. Hey, his judgment comes to light every morning.
Yeah. As the Lord, he's basically turning the tables, man. You know, hey, you got to bring forth judgments to turn everything back righteous. You got to destroy the wicked. So it takes violence, man.
All right. In the book of Isaiah 13. It says that he was going to cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and the haughtiness of the terrible. You know, basically meaning what? Judgment is going to go forth out, man. Hey, because it was a time where the scriptures say the Most High winked at our ignorance. You know, but now, hey, you have no cloak, man. That grace period is getting shorter and shorter, and the Most High is requiring lives, man. Hey, because his prophets have been out on the highways and hedges. Hey, starting with our elders, man, our apostles' elders. You know, so that was since what, the 60s. You know, so now, hey, we've come into a time period where more prophecies have been revealed. You know, the MOTP, which is the MARK, the CHIP, you know, which is a physical mark. Hey, that's being made more prevalent, and it's going to become mandatory. So judgments are going to start ramping up, man, because we're edging towards those end times, man. Hey, it's all it takes is for one bigger false flag or something to happen, man. Let your banks crash or something like that. You know, it's over. Now you're fully in the thick of it. You know.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 30. It says, "Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve." That's talking about America, man.
And we make light, but to bring it down one more finite level, these democratic cities, it gets even worse because you get even further away from your power. Now you don't even believe in the book. At least on the other side of conservatism, there's a level of the book, though we should be closer to the letter of the book.
Liberals, Democrats.
Yeah, them liberal cities is bad, bro. That's where you see all the demonic activity really moving around. The ideas and principles coming into law and affecting those types of cities. Look at California. Okay, look at New York. Look at Chicago. Look at DC. Okay,
Yeah,
a lot of these cities.
Them cities is where they push progressivism to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know, progressivism isn't really about making progress. It's about how degenerate and free you can live. How much of a demon you can really be, you know, without any criticism, without any judgment. You know, and them main people, they're the ones that's pushing the rainbow agenda on everybody. They're grooming their children up, you know, putting sexually perverse material and content in their books, in their curriculum. They're pushing that climate agenda. They're pushing all the shit that leads to death and destruction. That's what they're pushing.
And then the control of that.
You wonder why it's so damn chaotic. You know, with wherever they're at, wherever they're most prominent, that's where all the confusion and chaos is at.
But what do they do? But what are they having ready? Like we was going into last night. What do they have ready for when that gets out of control? Where you can live that lifestyle, but under a certain level of control. That's the image of the beast. With the M-A-R-K.
Yeah, Isaiah 32 gets into the whole liberal thing. You know, he said the liberal should devise wicked things, something along that line. You know, then it gets right into the woman. Yeah.
Those are the ones that want more living.
Yeah, they live in a liberal lifestyle. You got it?
I got you real quick to back you up. Isaiah 32 and 5, and it says,
all right, you can break down.
yeah, it says, Isaiah 32 and 5 says, in that day, hold on. It says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. That's in the NLT. You go to the KJV.
That's who's running them cities, though. And that's who's the people that follow the people that run them cities.
When you go into when you go into that word churl, it's H3596. It says the deceitful, the fraudulent, the crafty. Hey, we just eat, man.
The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Yeah.
And his father's cutting all that off. All that liberty you thought you had, he's about to cut all that off.
So I can't read. This is the verse 7. It says the liberal should devise
Yeah, verse 7, it says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand.
That's it. Liberal things, he shall stand, man. That's where you get all this fucking pollution, all this sexual immorality, you know? Shit. It's all manner of out of orderness, man. You know, everything out of order. You know? Homeless people every damn where, shitting on the fucking streets, pissing on the streets. Motherfuckers drugged out and shit. You know? Oh, hey, that's liberalism, man. The Epicurean spirit, man. You know?
Yeah, promoting of anything anti-Hamashiach, man.
Yeah.
We through the scriptures promote being in order, having a level of discretion,
Yeah, bounds.
certain boundaries. I was gonna say discipline and boundaries, but that's the opposite of what this world promotes.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness, right?
You think
Dietary.
the kingdom of heaven is describing, certain parts of the scriptures. You know, it talks about how how be paid with gold. You know, that's a clean city.
We're gonna let somebody to be homeless people
Yeah.
sleeping and shit on the ground.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shit like that. You know,
That's like this cleanliness, man.
but we have all the rules set in place, so those types of situations don't even come about.
Right.
It's all set up in the scriptures for the balance of the earth
Right.
and the people in balance of the earth.
Yeah, because it's regulated by proper judgments, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, in this society, hey, anything immoral, or it's like immoral, hey, is exalted. And everything righteous, hey, is brought down low. That's why the scripture says what it says in Isaiah 5 and 20, going to the wicked.
Because in this society, everything that they do and they promote that's wicked, they make an excuse for it. They say, Esau find an excuse for anything. They got mental illness or some shit.
He's got demons on him.
Yeah,
He rebuked.
right.
Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, that's them switching everything, man. Saying, basically, because we understand the persecution is coming, but they'll be looking at the prophets and say, what we're pushing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai is negative, versus their image being pushed is the positive, man. You know, that's the that's the one that's gonna form society, so to speak. Hey, when truth is really gonna destroy it, man.
Yeah.
Because Esau, the way he wants to regulate and control everything, he wants you not only to not have anything, but he really wants your spirit, man. And understand, if you have a wicked ruler, as the scripture says in the book of Sirach 10.
Yeah,
I was like, go ahead, bro.
Sirach 10, starting at the top. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. No order in Esau's government.
Yep.
As the judge of the people himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yep.
Hey, that's plain, man.
That's
Hey,
why
yeah.
you want to live there.
Nah, go ahead.
No, but not even us. We didn't be like, yeah, Vegas is like,
Right.
we in the truth. We didn't understand the laws. We want to live in the most sinful place
live
in
in Sin
America.
City.
It wasn't like that. We all kind of ended up here, and being here as righteous men, you know, trying to appease the Heavenly Father with our works of righteousness. We stay away from those dark alleys that these niggas show up to town and be aiming for. Edomites coming, they go right to the green door, they go right to all these crazy spots, man. They know right where it's at.
We're a sweet savor in a filthy land.
These days, they can bring the green door to them.
Yes, exactly. You can order the green door to the house.
In verse 3 it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them that which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Prudence goes back to wisdom. So, hey, them not following the law, statutes, and commandments, and you know, hey, the scriptures say, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Yeah.
They're ruling after their own minds, man, rather than how Yahweh Shem Shai set things up to be ruled. So that's why shit is all twisted up and upside down.
You got more?
Yeah, I'm going to jump to
So
a
when you
precept.
go back,
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 24, it says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people.
hey, don't it make sense to have the whole world in working order versus we're gonna cut out 7.5 billion people off the planet and then we can control it from there. Just put everybody in order.
Yeah.
But you can't do that unless you do it in righteousness.
But you plan on doing that by cutting off the carbon emission,
Yep.
cutting 70 million acres of trees,
Yep.
blocking the sun with aerosols.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you think that's going to work out?
You ain't putting up artificial.
Yeah. How long you think mankind on the earth is going to last with your way of thinking?
GMO rules,
Yeah.
the whole nine.
You're just going to kill everything off, man.
And these people really don't want to conform to a righteous society. You know, even if Esau was able to, you know, push it and implement it, because they so used to wickedness.
Yep.
You know?
See, that's the thing with this generation of people. They feel, knowing, you know, being of their nature, that they know things are off.
Yeah.
They're willing for Esau to continue with his mission because he still allows them to take part in the pleasures that they seek.
Yep.
He gives them a
Circumstances.
license. He gives them the license to do it.
Yep.
You know, so they're like, well, shit. I don't care what he's doing, even though it might affect us down the line. But right now, he allows me to freak off and eat anything I want to eat. You know, I can't be judged for whatever sin I want to commit. So people feel like they're at freedom, even though they're just at freedom to do wickedness.
Right.
But you're being bound to his control, his tyranny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're being
You know?
killed slowly, man.
He's killing you off.
Yeah.
Killing you off slowly.
So going back to Sirach 10, I'm gonna read verse 3 again. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yep.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right. I'm not about to smash off for that. This nigga gonna kill everybody off this planet, man. And then try to fly out to space and escape his ship. Probably destroy himself trying to get off the planet. So everybody down here be dead, you know. So
Yeah.
the Most High, but we know that's not what the Most High's plan is. You know, good thing.
Yeah, that's why we always, when we go into Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, where it talks about how his desire is as hell, it is as death, and can never be satisfied. So he has such an evil covetousness to himself that he's willing to compromise and cause destruction everywhere to just to get what he's trying to get. You know, he's willing to kill off everybody, man.
Meanwhile, this dude got the whole world in his hand.
You already got it.
You know, the top elite bankers. You know, that's what we're really talking about. You know, the top elite bankers. You know, Rothschilds, Rockefellers. You know, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs, etc. You know, those Edomites, the top of the chain Edomites. They got everything, man. You know, but they just want everybody. They want everybody's soul on the planet Earth.
And could you go back to that Isaiah 5:20?
And that's what the Most High ain't. You know.
He that's his.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wonder why the Most High hates him. You got dumbass IUIC talking about we're not supposed to hate him. Only the Most High is supposed to hate him. But look what he's doing to your earth. It was made for our sake, so that's what he's doing to it. Why wouldn't you hate him? You know, he's been your #1 enemy since you coexisted. You dudes are sold out, man. You should be more vocal than ever about this devil. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, look what he's about to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn.
bro, there's no reason why you shouldn't be prophesying against me. That's completely off. Hey, knowing that hey, from the beginning, hey, that perpetual hatred that he had for you, hey, it was to destroy you, and it's still to destroy you. And there's not a way that Esau moves to help Jake, man. Hey, unless it has an underlying motive. That's why the scripture says what it says in Sirach 13. You know? Hey, he's rebelling against your power. Why wouldn't you prophesy against him?
Any other judgment.
I got something real quick. Psalms 139-21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
Yep.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
And what else did it say in Proverbs, the 7th chapter? It said, oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. It maketh the wise man mad. So we ain't gonna be mad at who we see is at the forefront of this oppression. Okay? He's treating us as an enemy. It goes right in line with that as well.
Yeah, hey, like them Benjamites down there in Jamaica, they got a intense hatred for this man. If you know what they're doing down there, they managed to turn that island into like one big tourist attraction.
Yeah.
And all that money that they're bringing in from the tourism, they're completely excluding the Jakes that already live there. They're excluding them out of it.
Yeah.
And pushing them to further poverty and keeping them away from the beach shores where they can't go out to the beach and make a living fishing. So they're just centered in the island with nothing to do, nowhere to go, because they can't afford to even be at them expensive ass resorts.
Yeah.
And people on the beach freaking off, eating jerk chicken, drinking pina coladas and shit. And it's mainly rich Edomites, you know, boots, coolies, dot heads. They're pretty much control and run that island.
They do the same thing in Cancun, in Mexico.
Yeah.
They push Jake all out of there. And the only time Jake can come in is to serve them, to work in the hotel, work in the resorts. But you know what's crazy is
Issachar,
yeah.
You know, because he's not speaking English, you don't belong over here. Motherfucker, this is my shit. What the fuck you talking about?
Look, this is still Mexico.
Yeah.
Remember them Mormons tried to do that shit and they got their ass lit up by the cartel?
Yeah.
You know, but that's what they do. They not just in Cancun, there's other resorts in Mexico where they don't even allow Jake to come over there unless they working. Yeah, you know.
They only want the tourists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people bringing money in.
Yeah.
That's what, you know. And it's not, and it's like throughout the Caribbean. It's like that in Puerto Rico too. They treat the Puerto Ricans the same way. So hey,
The Dominican,
y'all don't have enough hatred for this.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
They look what's going on in. They doing the same thing in fucking Hawaii right now.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
They are gentrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go throughout South Central and Mexico, South Central America, and they buy up whole towns
Yeah.
and kick the people out of them, and then they raise up the prices of the cost of living there.
Yeah.
So now the people that used to live there, the people that are native to those lands,
They don't own shit.
they don't own
They
nothing.
don't have nothing.
And they can't even live there anymore. While these Edomites retire over there, living a high life, being treated like fucking kings because of the fucking dollar.
And they doing that in Mexico City. They doing it in Mexico City too, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Esau and these nations, they didn't monopolize
Yeah, they
all
got,
this land.
they got fucking French people living in Mexico, the whole town.
Mhm.
Like, why? You know?
And it's, you know, it's the curses because if say Judah wanted to move down there and did the same thing, it's a card, wipe their ass out. But the so-called white man go down there, he's set up and they in their mind they think these motherfuckers better not come over here and fuck with us. Just like when you niggas can shoot each other up and down the street with two Edomites with a handgun and a shotgun, roll down your street, you niggas is running in the house, hiding.
The wrong color rag, they probably still.
But you niggas got AKs and ARs, right?
Is that-
Jake is full of shit, man.
They have
Fuck
that
Jake.
fear for Esau
Yeah.
because they know that if they do something to Eve, they, America gonna threaten to fucking send some troops over,
They
man.
paying more too.
Hell yeah.
Micah 2 and 2. Well, this the NLT. It says when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house,
We know
Is
what
it-
it really means.
They say find a way to seize it. You're gonna find a way.
Not purchase it. Not they're not talking about like that. Now they'll do it in a gangster way. When they're getting over, they'll devalue it first so they can buy it for a good price. But they find a way to take it from you, to snatch it from you. I don't want to say the great word, but seize it, man. They trying to seize it.
Yeah, first they'll
Take by force.
First they'll give you, they'll throw you an offer.
Yeah, it's gonna be low as
You
shit
know?
too.
Yeah, I want your land. You know here's a check.
Proud ass nigga. No, I'm not selling it.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah.
If you refuse,
My grandma.
okay, now they're gonna play dirty.
This is my grandmama house.
Use hard.
They're gonna hire hard.
They used to do.
They're gonna hire hard to clear them out.
Do on
Get them up out of
And
the
only one that can oppose Esau is another Edomite.
Yeah.
You get another small hat in there that says, no, I'm not selling. And then what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to build around his shit.
Yeah.
Look at the what is that shit? The Polo Towers. And one of them is right,
Oh,
no,
right here.
right in between the Bellagio and the Cosmo.
Oh, the jockey.
The Jockey Club, right?
Them shit's been there for
Man, you don't even know they there.
Yeah.
But Esau, as a
That's a shit.
as a show, I show you that we not selling. No.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah, that's just
They ain't even
you don't even know that shit is there.
Imperial Palace is gone. You can name all of the casinos. They all gone. That one is still there.
That was more on that.
it says when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance.
That's what this devil been doing all around the world, man.
Well, Michael Jackson died. We get all his royalties now.
Yeah.
He should have signed the paperwork to keep it for his kids. Prince. Yep. Now we're gonna sell all this shit and make millions off of it.
Yeah, man. That's straight up oppression.
Man.
That should get that, man. You don't have enough hate in your heart for this devil, man.
Benjamin was making all that money fishing. That's their way of life. Yeah, it's a
'Cause that's all they got. It's an island. It's surrounded by water, man. There ain't much you can do over there.
Coconuts
Yeah,
don't grow
'cause-
that much.
Because any natural resources Esau didn't came in, took that any type of oil, gold, silver, any kind of any kind of natural resource, Esau went in there and mine those.
Exploited.
Yeah,
Precious
But
metals.
then
Yeah.
what he does is he says, oh, what we're doing over here, we're actually providing jobs. And he's talking about them resort jobs, but you're taking away 50,000 more.
But they ain't making shit doing those
Exactly.
jobs. Your resort is making all the money. You making all the money, but the slave labor, they ain't bringing home shit.
Hey, what did Leor from the music industry, Leor
I gotta
Cohen,
eat.
say right there? So I gotta eat too. I gotta feed my family. Like, damn, this ain't your shit. You just undercut 17 families for you.
Yeah, because if you getting fish, however many fish you get, you can sell as many fish as you want to get. You can sell as many jet skis. The one Benjamin, he was selling jet skis. They said they cut all that out.
Just like, I'm gonna cut you off.
You got it, bro.
I was saying it's like they cut off all that hustle being cut off. All the hustle in the earth is the NWO.
All
The hustle being cut off. All the paperless digital
undocumented.
undocumented transactions is over. Under the table. All that's all. CD man, all tables. They cutting you off to where you came out and can't even really come out here and play music. And when people throw you tips.
Yeah.
Everything. You can't be a street performer, all that's getting cut off.
And they tried to do that where you couldn't do certain things without a permit.
Yep.
You can't sell bottled water on the strip now without a goddamn permit.
Yep. You gotta keep it moving. Ain't gonna stop.
Quick precept. This is in the curse. Deuteronomy 28:33. It says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up,
Yep.
and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always."
Yeah, you go from your family working for your family. You know, it's a family business. Y'all been working internally for 100 years. It started when your great grandfather was doing it, and he passed that trait and that job down to you. Hey, to now Esau saying, hey, y'all can't even be on your own land. Oh, bro, they said they have a 1% access out of the whole land. They have there's a 1% access to actually enter into the ocean to do their job, man. You know, hey, Jake was all on that beach hustling, and whether it was cooking, you know, and serving up different drinks with coconuts and stuff, the sea dews, the whatever you call them,
Seaweeds.
Everything that made that town a destination somewhere.
Oh, jet skis.
Everything that made them islands an attraction for anybody to come to had to do with Jake making, selling the culture here, you know, advertising the culture, I should say, here. Or even selling it, you know, making little trinkets and all types of stuff. Now, this man bringing in fucking McDonald's. And you know, and a chef from France. And you got the people that know how to cook right there.
What they'll do is, like you said, they make little things, little crafts and wood carvings. The Edomites that own the resorts, they'll buy all the craftings from them, say for $500, and then sell them in their gift shops for these are authentic. These are authentic so and so's made by a guy. Yeah. Why not let the guy that's actually make the money? But you know how this devil go down.
Yeah. Hey, when you look up that word oppress, the word there is Ishak, and it says in the definition, it says to oppress, to be exploited. And when you look up exploit, it means to make full use of and derive benefit from resources.
But they don't tell you for the least amount of wage or payment.
Yeah. Capitalize, that's one of the definitions. Benefit from, turn something to one's advantage.
Low ball in order to get more money. Like,
Yeah, he privatizes everything that he can. You know, there's a silver mine somewhere in Mexico. Well, he goes in there, buys it, and now it's private. Instead of, if it's national, you know, the country gets the money, the people get the money. But when he privatizes everything, he's monopolizing everything, man. This dude has monopolized everything. You know, there is no little guy anymore. He owns it all. Everything. Food, power, you know, electricity. water,
Air now.
oil,
Shit that was free.
everything,
Just came
man.
living on Earth.
Yeah,
Every
I'm glad
man's
you.
God-given
it's
right.
like-
Yeah.
That's the agenda for the 2030. UN Sustainable Development Plan is to take full control over all those resources you just named.
Yeah.
Full control. And they're gonna be the ones to ration it out. You know?
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, there's so many people, we can't ration too much of this out. So we need to reduce you. So we'll do that by, set up some.
I want to say if you have one of those windmills that creates energy,
Y'all take boosters.
they'll charge you for that.
Yeah.
The tax for you. Yeah, for building it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad the brother said electricity because you see these telephone poles, and shit like that, the wires and shit. That's direct current.
Mm-hmm.
And alternate current. If Esau was to implement that, he wouldn't make no money off it. Because alternate current is really, really free. Tesla.
That's a natural electricity in the earth. You tap into it, but it continues in a cycle, right?
Yeah.
Versus this going one way,
Yeah.
which he can
Have a
control
direct-
to turn on and off.
Direct
This
battery
Mhm.
sends out the power. That's how Esau makes his money, man.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. Isaiah 5:8. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth.
Eating up all the resources.
Excuse me.
All the land, all the property.
Yeah, the house
that
inward
their
thought.
houses will continue forever, and that all lands,
Dwelling places
all dwelling
for
places to
generation to
themselves.
generation,
Yeah.
forever.
So they'll monopolize everything and be in their possession forever.
And that they had that thought. We own everything. How can we fall? Who can take us down?
Not even God can take it.
Yeah. We own we basically have control over everyone's way of life. We own all the resources. We own all the companies. We can control their pay, control their gas, control their food.
Control their thoughts. That's what they're at now.
Yeah.
I'll put these things on, send out these vibrations in the earth.
Fake
That's just
money.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already coming up with ways to try to control your dreams.
Your dream. Oh yeah, your dreams.
Try
Yeah.
to steal your thoughts at the most high.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
It's Sirach 39, and I'll start here at 25. It says, for the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners they are turned into evil.
The Edomites now have their name on every one of the things in his name. They have their business in the company where they make money off every last one of those resources.
Yeah, that's a natural God-given right there, man.
That's the
Yeah.
just have. Yeah, we need.
Oh, what is
You labor for it to get you so you say so for others.
Well, Klaus Schwab just said,
What did you just read, bro?
water is not a human
Yeah, I
right.
was thinking
man.
that. Okay.
Yeah. What's the outburst of that,
Having
man?
access to water is not a human right.
Yeah.
These niggas just saying anything, man. Nobody talks about that shit.
And the whole list shows that not only does he own it, all of those principal things are also defiled under him, man. Because it said water, and water is fluoridated. It's toxic, it's not even alkaline anymore.
They put it in plastic bottles, and you gotta fucking pay for it. Arm and leg.
And then they tell you, oh, you're the problem for the plastic bottles being in the sea. They tell you you're the source of this. The American people have to fix this. You did this. It's like, well, motherfucker, you're the one that's creating single-use plastics.
Yeah,
You're the one bottling them like this.
DuPont created that plastic.
Yeah.
Like the petroleum.
Yeah.
Petroleum.
And the majority of the plastic they don't tell you that's in the oceans comes from fishermen, where you have these big nets where they catch fish. When the nets get caught on something, they just cut them off, cut it, and let it go.
Plastic nylon.
Yeah,
Dump all
yeah.
kinds of waste into the ocean.
Yep. they get like toxic waste, like
Yeah.
like not just like okay,
Fukushima ain't that bad if you,
like
it
some
be diluted if you just do a little bit, but this motherfucker don't stop.
like the shit with the X, the bones and the skull on it. Yeah, for real.
Down in South America, they literally poison all they poison all the rivers.
Yeah.
You know?
I know brothers seen that you know that nasty ass river they got in India? Y'all ever see that?
Yeah.
That's the shit they like probably they put in the ocean from these tankers. They just dump that shit in the ocean.
But then they'll have a day that's called
Earth Day or some shit.
Save the ocean.
Sponsored by Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
For real.
Hey, this just like it just happened. I believe it's some European country, but basically it was a tree out in like a field, man, and a 16-year-old Edomite cut the tree down, and the people were outraged. And I was like, well, shit, where the rest of the trees that was supposed to be there? You know, why the fuck is it only one left? You know, but they're outraged because that tree has been on movies. I'm like, bro, this is the hypocrisy, man.
Yeah, that shit was probably like a grove or some shit that then, you know.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture said the oil. Hey, we understand who runs the oil and petroleum industry. Hey, even your pharmaceuticals are coated in that oil, man. You know, so that's defiled. Hey, even the regular oils that people use for cooking. Hey, Crisco. Hey, that's still horrible oil, man. You know, you got palm oil. That's bad for you as well. And then with canola. And then the rest of these oils, they'll sell it to you, and they're not even cold pressed. So what? Now all the nutrients that was in it, hey, are gone. Honey, we're not even eating real honey. It's a processed some shit on the package.
What did this shit say? Honey sauce?
Yeah.
On
they go to
Popeye.
in the package and shit. And it's
What the fuck is honey sauce?
Honey product. You know, something like that. It's just sugar and
I think KFC got that too.
man. Oh, and then they're killing the bees.
Yeah.
And then they're creating artificial ones. You know, and then they talk about climate change and all these different things. Hey, well, everything that Yahweh Shah set up in order for the earth to run in unison, in unity, hey, you're destroying it. The bees help with the rest of the wildlife, man. Because what? They're polluters. I mean, not polluters. What is the word? Pollinators. The water. They're pollinators, man. You know, they help pollinate the trees, the flowers, the grass, all of it. Hey, that's their specific role within the earth, man. And you destroy them. And then you dump, what was it? GMO. They dumped, I believe it was 250 million GMO mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Florida,
And
Florida,
it was
yeah.
Florida and LA.
Somebody caught one,
Yeah,
a mosquito, and that shit had a serial number on it.
Man, number on that bitch. Man, how you put a number on something that small, bro?
Bro,
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Hey, real, I got a script, unless somebody was already reading. I have one. Wisdom of Solomon 6, and this is in the Good News translation. It says, starting at the top, it says, "So then, you kings, you rulers the world over, listen to what I say and learn from me. You govern many lands and are proud that so many people are under your rule. But this authority has been given to you by the Lord Most High. He will examine what you have done and what you plan to do. You rule on behalf of the Most High in His kingdom, and if you do not govern justly, if you do not uphold the law, if you do not live according to the Most High's will, you will suffer sudden and terrible punishment. Judgment is especially severe on those in power."
Oh yeah, we read as is the king, so are people all the way down.
Yeah, and basically you're held responsible for the conditions of the earth.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that's governing and ruling it. You know, look at you ruling the earth, child obesity,
I said 24.
children being obese. You ruling the world, high cancerous rates. You ruling the world. You know,
STDs.
sex changes.
STDs is at an all-time.
STDs at an all-time high. Low marriage.
High abortion, low marriage,
Yeah,
and high divorce rates.
yeah. High missing children.
Yeah.
Trafficking, all in the earth. Pedophilia, all in the earth. Under your rule. Endangered species, animals.
I think
Yeah.
some of them they say was extinct, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, for them to say it, it's got to be low.
Hey, and going back to the food, right? They finna start saying that meat they're gonna start banning meat because they say that animals is a problem when it comes to greenhouse gas emissions. So you consume meat. When every time you release gas, that's part of that gas emission.
Cows farting.
You know.
Them farting, you farting.
Yeah.
So they rather you eat bugs instead.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
The way you gonna make the bugs into a patty. Just trust us. This is what we tell them.
It tastes like hamburger meat, right?
Yeah, but you people have what's the word I'm looking for? Have settled for your taste is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
But I mean, we know he made it that way.
He used witchcraft on it, put some witchcraft on it, and make it taste like it's real. And you and Jake will have no problem tearing it up.
They said fried chicken.
All you got to do is sell it on a bun for 50 cents.
Yeah.
Put some cheese on it.
The elder from New York was going into, like, he was drinking something, it was like a smoothie or something, but he was bitter. And he was like, we're taught in the society that bitter is bad, when bitter is actually heals your body. And, you know, but we're talking that sweet and, you know, those things, that's good for you.
Sour salt.
Bitter is alcohol.
Yeah. Sugar, yeah.
Yeah, if you look into the sugar industry, man, that thing is, they're very powerful in the lobbying and paying off freaking, what is this called? These like Republicans and senators and
Lobbyists?
politicians. You know, they go to Washington D.C., man. All these industries go there, and they basically put these people in power. You know?
Yeah.
So when these people get in the power seat,
Corporations put money behind it.
yeah, when they get in the power seat, well, guess what? These people don't get to make their own choices, man. They're bought and paid for by powerful corporations.
Which are owned by the high elites. At the end of the day, a bunch of shell companies, but it comes back to one company.
All the shit that's bad for you, instead of being taken out of the shelves and being demonized for what it should be. No, instead it's promoted. It's cheap to get to. You know? Why? Because they're being paid millions of dollars. Their pockets are getting fat. You know, and these guys, they have no morals.
It's no different. It's no different than the big pharma drug industry.
They're tied together. That's what I was just gonna say. They're tied together. Anyway.
You was watching that series, Painkiller, and you saw how they was advertising and campaigning, and it was putting all kind of money behind this particular company, this drug, and they was marketing it, and people was taking it. They had a little, couple little Edomite little, snow bunnies going around advertising, and have you ever tried Oxycontin? And they come with a little punchline. And they got their little. They got a whole mascot.
They got a whole little script.
Yeah.
That they follow.
So it's the same thing even with the food, man.
And that script.
And they lobby for it and get pushed behind it through the corporations, which ultimately there's gonna be down the line all backed by fucking Black Rock and Vanguard.
Yep. That was exactly the point. So the pharmaceutical and the food are working together against you.
Well, that's why it's called the FDA. It's the Food and Drug Administration.
Somebody who's wise be like, okay, this is unnatural. This got poison. Take it off the shelf. Or don't put it up there at all. But they'll tell you, oh, this is a healthy amount of, this is an acceptable amount of poison. You can, this can get past it.
In spiritual, you brought that up because what is Biden, his main slogan or campaign pushing for now? To lower the price of these drugs or pharmaceuticals for, insulin or whatever, pushing more drugs on you.
Instead of healing.
Right. Hey,
like we were saying about the bitter will be able to heal you.
We're going to increase the amount of these herbs to help cure you, but no, we want to.
Who's paying him to say that?
Right.
Exactly.
Big Pharma. Because he's bought and paid for also.
He even said that recently. Like I'm just following the script.
Yeah.
One industry leads to the next. Well, I want to correlate it all with the movie They Clone Tyrone. There's a lot of little hidden gems that should be waking some of these people up. If you're not already, seeing it in the spiritual sense as it is. They said, it's in the chicken. But what you know these same chicken couldn't have 30 to 40 ingredients in it. A piece of fried chicken. Chicken is one of them.
Right.
That's the main thing you need. You got, look, even Lisa,
Sour,
who was that? The
garlic,
Colonel, you say,
pepper.
we have 11 herbs and spices. Okay, so that's 12 ingredients. Flour is another ingredient. Okay, but 30, you still got 20 more?
Shit you can't pronounce.
Shit you can't pronounce.
Yeah, I was just thinking, breaking it down, how I fry chicken. You need the flour, the salt, pepper, garlic,
That's it.
mix.
Yeah, throw a little pepper.
Yeah.
But it's a spice or an herb.
Right.
You know?
But you buy the you got certain chicken fried batters. You look at the back of it, they got all kind of shit on it. The main one, the main one, MSG.
Flavor enhancer.
And you wonder why you frying that shit every weekend.
Natural
Yeah.
flavor.
You tearing that shit up. You know? And then you tossing it with more chemicals, more sauces.
And the flour is not actual. It's not the flour is bleached.
Yeah.
And one more thing, since we're kind of talking about it, what did he say? Tossed it. Oh, they won't even sell ketchup from here over in another country because there's way too many chemicals in it. Theirs have like 3 or 4 ingredients, when there's like 17 for ketchup. Vinegar, salt, tomatoes. Water, but in America it's sugar and all this other stuff.
Red 40.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Red this, yellow that.
Everything's got preservatives in it.
I got a quick Job 10 and 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. That's over here in the Great Babylon, America, man, Harlem. This place is shadow of death, man.
Yeah, this is the only place where living a death style is considered a lifestyle. You know, you actually speak up and tell the people morals and to care for their body and themselves. You get shamed for doing that.
Yeah.
You get called a damn bigot, some political term, because you're actually telling them, hey, this is how you live. This is you, but you do this. This is gonna lead to death.
Yeah.
That's how you know this is the shadow of death.
For example, YouTube, maybe a year ago, they banned people from promoting natural remedies.
Natural
Can't speak
cures.
about natural remedies on YouTube. That became one of their guidelines.
Yeah, after
C19.
C19.
That's for life.
Yep. Yep.
And that's and that who paid them to do that? Once again, like these people they'll go to another corporation and pay them. But hey, we don't want this to be spoken out on the platform. The CDC will go in there.
WHO.
These are powerful corporations, man. These people run the world.
Yeah.
Trillions of dollars, man. Trillions of dollars. They'll pay out anybody. Anybody will get on their payroll, man.
Hell yeah. Someone get Ezekiel 4:13. You got it?
This Ezekiel first? Okay, Ezekiel, chapter 4, that's what you said?
Yeah, 4:13.
4 verse 13, and the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the heathen, the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Yeah, so everything that you consume in this place, even if it's a herb, even if it's a vitamin, man, Saul's touched it in some way. It's not in its most purest form. Hey, but we could only, do the best that we can do. Pray over it, because ultimately, the benefits in it, Yahweh Bashem El Shai has to activate the benefits, within it to help you, man. Because prayer is the #1 tool, man. And then the herbs.
Ultimately, the Lord he's preserving us. know, it's really of the Lord, like it says in Lamentations. It's because of the Lord's compassions don't fail. You know, we're not consumed. You know, there's of the Lord's mercies that we're not consumed. So He's preserving us. You know, we doing the best that we can in this hellhole. You know, we eat what we eating, but ultimately the Lord, you know, He's the one who, you know, who preserves life. So at the end of the day, we got to do the best that we can. And that's more reason why we need to be cussing this devil out, man. You know, that's why the scriptures say not to be silent, man. The Lord put a watchman on the walls of Jerusalem that will not hold their peace day nor night. Because we're not gonna be quiet about all these abominations, man.
And
Silence is compliance, as they say.
I was just gonna say, inward sign and crying ain't enough.
Yeah.
He gave us how to call this man out through His word.
The Lord who shall stand up for me against the evildoers, who will rise up for me against the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, can you imagine another 20 years here? You know, we should be wanting to get the hell out of here, man. You know, we should be hastening, like the apostle coined the year, I think it was last year, you know, 2 years ago, something like that, hastening, you know, the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, the coming of the Lord. Because, hey, a life expectancy in this place is not very long, man. Everything that we're consuming, you know, even if you try to eat clean, it's still tainted. Everything here is polluted. It's all working against you. Your body is being broken down. Okay, your mind is being attacked. Everything, man. So we should be wanting to get the hell out of here. Because if the Lord, if the Most High lets this man go any longer than what he should, than what he's assigned to, hey, no flesh. Our children would have no chance, man.
Right, yeah.
You know?
2nd Ezra 2 and 13, it says, "Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. The kingdom already, you know, prepared. Of course, you know, we be subject to Yahweh Shai time, but hey, like brothers are saying, we should be hastening that the Lord continues to shorten these days, so we ain't got to deal with this shit.
This shit was over like yesterday.
I got one to add to that. It's 2nd Ezra 2 in verse 13. And it says, "Go and you shall receive, pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch." Yeah, that's what we're waiting on, you know. We know that the Lord said He's gonna shorten the days for the elect's sake. So hey, that's why we hastening the day. The kingdom is already prepared for us, man. The Lord already prepared those mansions for us.
Yep.
We just waiting to get up out of this hellhole, man. And we're really like we're in the worst case scenario, man. This is definitely a nightmare for the sons of God.
Get up out this hellhole, get up out these bodies.
Yeah.
Got another one.
We're ready to be gods again, man. But right now, we're chained down. You know?
2nd Ezra 14, we're going to start at 14 right now. It says, "Let go from these mortal thoughts." Like the brother just mentioned, man, those new bodies. Hey, it's time to get kingdom minded. Cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. This shit only gonna get worse, man.
Matthew 24, right? Verse 22, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." So why you really need that long ass that's why this thing is going to be such an intense ending to this.
Yeah.
Okay, with this place of America, particularly going down within an
Bucked
hour.
up.
You know,
Yeah.
in less than an hour, just to have this domino effect hit so hard and so much faster.
Yeah,
That's how you know, like when Esau comes down with his wrath, when we in the height of Jacob's trouble, and he brings that mark. The Lord, it's not going to happen to where we're going to go another 7-10 years, like the Christians will say, well, there's going to be a 7-year tribulation period, and then, you know, the Christians that believe they're going to get raptured up, and then it's going to be 7 years of tribulation, and then
So they don't have to go through.
so they nah, man. Why would the Lord say that if that's going to happen? That He's going to have to shorten the days for the elect's sake. That's because the elect are going to be in the midst of the tribulation, and it says in Acts, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom.
And in Daniel, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And at that same time, and it should be a time as never once since there was a nation on the planet,
Yep.
so on earth, something like that. And at that time shall our people be delivered.
Yep.
So,
And whose names written.
well, we just gonna be chilling somewhere while that's happening, but if Michael standing to protect us, we gotta be in the thick of the shit. You know? So we're warning you to get out of that same old simple mentality and come into a more spiritual mindset that you may be found worthy to escape all the judgment coming.
I got it. It's Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, except the Lord of hosts have left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So hey,
It's destroyed,
It's
yeah.
good that he created a remnant, an elect. Because if he didn't have that elect, he would pretty much have to do away with the whole nation. Man. You know? And of course, you know, he did that knowing that he made a covenant, you know, with us, so he had to stay to his word. You know, that he would never do away with the nation of Israel. So the Lord made his elect before the foundation of the earth. Yeah, and the Lord's he's gonna rig it to where the elect are gonna win in the end, no matter what they get put through. And just so that the rest of the nation, they gotta be part of that sacrifice. You know?
Yeah, that's why he said, because of 2/3 being wicked with the rest of the people of the earth. He says in Romans the 9th chapter, what if the Most High willing to show his power, willing to show his wrath and put his power on the vessels fitted for destruction. So those that need to get their ass on the earth, he's going to send harsh judgments upon them. Those that only need a little whooping, but need to be saved out of it, hey,
The
vessels of mercy, glory. All right? That's how it's got to go down, according to the scriptures. Right? Not your own belief. It'd be nice. I want to believe that if we can choose. Yeah, I just zapped out of it. I'm already in the kingdom. You know, that'd be wonderful. That ain't how this is going down.
Yeah.
Someone that kind of covered yours. Mark 13 and 19. For in those days shall be affliction, such as not from the beginning of the creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. So he will kill everybody and himself. If you let him.
Oh, yeah, this devil, the rate that he's going in right now, yeah, there will be nothing left on earth alive. Everything would just die off, man. You know?
He wouldn't even save his own self.
Even, hey, was that in the Apocrypha? He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? You know, the motherfucker will destroy himself. You can't let an entity like that, like it can't be empowered, man. You know, you gotta like delete that entity, man.
Mm-hmm.
which is what the Lord's going to eventually do. He going to delete. Esau's going to be deleted, man. The Lord going to press the delete button on Esau.
I have something right before that.
Hold on.
It was actually really happening at this time, and this is how what the Heavenly Father did. Ezekiel, the 6th chapter, verse, verse 8, it says, therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations. I'm reading this because you can also take this into the now. This fits for the Edomites, it fits for the 2/3. It fits for what he's bringing to the earth. Especially when it gets this. It says, and I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereto I will not do any more of the like, because of all thine abominations. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers. This is all love down there, right?
This is describing the qualified
Yeah.
what you're reading. It's prophesying about the conditions of Jerusalem when the Babylonians was going to come down and take them down. They were going to come full force, and they were going to, besiege it, of course. A lot of Jakes was going to starve. So Ezekiel got a sneak preview into what was going to happen to Jerusalem at the time.
Yeah, and at that time. But this can also be taken.
And what was written for time was written for our learning. So, Isaiah, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, that which have been, that which shall be.
Yeah, the Book of Lamentations, it goes deeper into the famine, the siege, and the other nations put on.
So it says, verse the middle of 10, it says, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into the winds, to all the winds, each direction. Right? It says, wherefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things, with all thine abominations, therefore
All their idols.
Yep. Even now, everything that brother could tell you about that, you can read about, learn about that time. It's all true today. Maybe remix for the future, for the modern time, but it's still the same things going on. It says, therefore will I also diminish thee, neither shall mine eyes spare, neither will I have pity. A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee. And I will scatter a third into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus, man, this is what the Heavenly Father get down like, man. And this is what we're warning you, that are things are written, aforetime written for our learning, okay? That you can pick this message up and understand that, how we go, therefore knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, all right? It says, thus shall mine anger be accomplished, in verse 13. Yep, that's like in verse 14. The third shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus shall mine anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted. They shall know that I am the Lord.
The Lord said he will be comforted, putting his fury on them.
Yeah, because you finally get your ass whooped. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's really for you Jakes, okay? But it goes to the wicked Jakes and the Edomites almost are synonymous with this scripture. It says,
It sounds like the Lord is basically saying, I'm going to send out these spirits of vengeance on you. And everything that happens to you is going to appease my wrath.
Yep.
Y'all think, see, the perception of the Most High is very contrary to earth. Y'all really have, you don't have a true sense of who your higher power is and you know his mindset and why he does things, man. But if you actually knew like the prophets know, you would fear him, man. You would fear, man. You would take this also serious.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be scoffing at it. You wouldn't be trying to question it or none of that. At least back then, our people had that sense to know. When the prophets came out and they said that these things were going to come, they would be like, oh shit. You know, what do we do for the prophet to pronounce this evil? We need to do something about that.
We need to repent.
Yeah. Yeah. But now Jake is saying, the hell with that. What's in it for us?
Hey, then you tell them, hey, that you're a chosen nation unto the Most High. Hey, and then the first question they ask you is, where's Eve?
Where's the white man? Where's Esau at? And he's the first person. They don't even mention Japheth ever.
Moab,
I
no.
never hear them
Elam, no.
Japheth.
They don't try to make sure that we the Africans, none of that. They just get right to it.
Straight to this
Look
devil.
at him, man.
What about him?
Hey, motherfucker, we trying to rescue from him. That's what it's about, being rescued from him. Yeah, you tell them to jump and they get this, right? It says, and I will be comforted, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it in my zeal, when I have accomplished my fury in them. Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instrument and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury, and in furious rebukes. These are scourges for amendments, but they will not hear. We will not be always mindful of the scourges. Right? It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction.
And that's
the worst.
That's the worst way to go. That's like literally one of the worst plagues you can die from.
Famine.
Yeah. Body starts doing things. It chemically throws you off. Now you get bad visions and dreams. You're starting to go crazy. And talk about a zombie apocalypse, man. And, you think about what that's describing as, man. This is like starving.
Hey, your body eats you, man.
Yeah. And,
It's crazy.
and it happens fast, where they say after 9 meals, people start to lose it. So you think famine, okay, months without food. We talking about maybe 3 days, and your ass is in that state that you were just describing.
That's why in the Apocrypha, they explain how friends are gonna fight each other like enemies. Because what? The food, man. There's no food on the shelves, man. Shelves being suddenly found in storehouses suddenly be found empty.
Yeah.
Sown places.
Shall appear unsown.
Hey, your food supplies is low like that. And then let's not forget, while your economy is depleting right now, they're adding more hungry people to the country, letting them through them borders.
Yeah, and all these strikes going on with these companies. Hey, best believe a trucking company gonna go on strike. Trucking companies deliver your food to the grocery store.
Yep.
Railroad companies go on strike.
They can sell over here. We just seen it. They can sell over here all they want, but if nobody taking it off the boats, you ain't gonna get it. Hey, it wasn't Christmas a couple years ago because of that. All the Christmas shit came off in February or whatever.
Yeah, the rail yards.
Yep.
They can go on strike too.
All transportation.
Yeah.
Last couple questions. It says, evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I
Break your staff of bread. If somebody go with the Shah, go back to Ezekiel 4 and go down to like the last verse.
What verse?
Last verse.
16th verse.
In 16 it says, moreover, Ezekiel 4 verse 16, moreover he said unto me, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care. They shall drink water by measure and with astonishment.
Bro.
One more verse too.
Yeah, but listen, people are not here in America outside of, I'll say outside of the body. Motherfuckers don't have discipline. They're not used to being able to measure what goes into their body. They just eat just to eat, and they know that they have enough of it to where, you know, it's just, and that's the luxury of Babylon. You have all these dainties. You got it to where you can eat as much meat, as much dairy, as much whatever sugar as much as possible, and you're used to that. But during the height of a famine, your food supply is scarce. You actually got to be careful for the portions that you consume. You got to ration that shit. So now it's like you got to make everything stretch. You got to eat little by little just to expand the portion of what you have and consume.
You remember that movie, Hitman? I think it was the first one.
Yeah, Hitman.
It was that one, right?
Those,
When he was
potatoes.
fighting the potato.
For the
He
potato.
ate, he thought about it, he was about to really get there, he thought about it, like, nah, this ain't not even for me.
Yeah.
This is to go back to the house for my wife and child.
I got to split this
I gotta
with my
split this
family.
at the house when I
And
get back.
that was a siege. The Japanese
Yeah,
siege the
Japanese
Chinese,
Same
man.
thing. Because
Cause
they
a
flew
famine.
off to,
Yeah.
Family,
yeah. So do a family. You know? That last
You
verse-
American, you everyday Americans ain't used to no shit like that.
Kind. And we go into the verse, I believe it's 9, where it breaks down all the grains that they had to put to just make that one loaf. And that's because it wasn't an abundance of anything. So they had to use it all.
They scraps together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind.
This country wastes more food than what other countries have available, man. But the amount of food that is wasted here is crazy. They'd rather throw food away than to give it to the homeless.
They throw like metric tons of
Yeah.
food away every day.
Especially here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that does something to your psyche, man. You know it's food coming, and you know you got abundance of food. It just suddenly cut off. Shit, that would fuck you up.
Yeah, especially with Jake, man. 'Cause all they eat is processed bullshit.
Hot Cheetos.
Yeah. Pop Tarts and fucking
That's a
candy.
abundance.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake not gonna be looting for Gucci stores anymore.
Yeah.
They gonna
Apple.
be fucking breaking and entering his people's houses, man.
Them niggas kind of got practice already. With the, you know, looting the. Yeah. So they really gonna get active when it's a real necessity.
They're gonna be real disappointed coming to my crib. Let me get this last verse real quick. Verse 17, that they
Leviticus
may
26,
want
26. Somebody
bread
get it in
and
the
water
NLT.
and be as stony with one with another and consume away after their iniquity. Yeah, it's the punishment that comes with this, man. Okay?
And that's, you know, and that's part of the comfort zone of America too. You know, being able to eat all the time, that's a comfort.
Yeah.
You know, you have a luxury to eat anytime you feel like it. And that's not available in other countries.
Hell no.
In certain cities, I mean, you might be able to cook in your house, but in certain cities, it's always a 24-hour drive-through. Certain places like here, casinos be open, restaurants be still open. You know, some places be like that. You can still go to the certain grocery stores,
We got
purchase food at 2 in the morning.
Or hit a
Buffets,
taco and shit.
They got
Yeah.
buffets out here. You could set price. You can eat as much as you can, man.
Being there as long as you want.
Yeah. Go take a shit, then come back, and then eat some more.
Take
But
a
they
break.
got it broken up into certain meal time. That
Yeah.
we got to do.
Right.
You can't go from breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. They're gonna try to kick you out at lunch and kick you out for sure by dinner. You know, but the option of being there longer than 30 minutes, you at home, you don't eat longer than 30 minutes, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, chill. You might go back and keep eating a little bit extra, but it don't take forever to eat. In a famine, how long does it take you to eat? Minutes?
Lamentation 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Mm-hmm.
For these pine away stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field.
Why is that?
I got the 10.
Yeah, the agony of famine is worse than the process of death.
The stinking death.
Because, you know, when you release from the body, you don't feel nothing after that. That's a done deal. But while you're suffering a famine, you're still in your body and you're feeling that agony. Your body is breaking down slowly. It's eating itself out. You're losing energy. Your mind ain't functioning right. You hallucinate. All that. That's hell, man. That's torment.
I was gonna say, y'all remember the movie Road? How old would you say his son was in that movie? 8, 10, maybe?
10 at the most.
Yeah, the most 10, right? He had to have that suicide conversation with his son. You know, everybody's doing it. Why don't we do it? No, we don't live that way, so that's not how we. You know.
But that mentality that he had in the movie is the mentality of this world is going to have.
Right.
They're going to feel like, man, like a lot. They're already
boy
doing
was
it.
The man
Right.
wouldn't do it like we wouldn't do it. The boy was like, why not? The mom had already been done it.
Yeah.
She been walked out into the brisk country.
You got a lot of that happened during the 19, where you had a lot of people that just off themselves and their family, murder suicides. That was rampant.
And we talk about Vegas jumping. Somebody jumped right off that mud.
Oh yeah, the
A year
stratosphere.
or so ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Shit, someone jumped down here on Fremont
Yeah,
like about a year ago or so.
So it's real. That type of death is going to be rampant in the earth.
Yeah, I think one of the worst parts of family is not only feeling that pain from not having that nutrients, but thinking about all that abundance of food you had.
Throw it away. I think of every bite, man. And I get hungry, like real hungry. I ain't got nothing. I be like, damn, that crust on that sandwich. I wish I had that right now.
Man.
So it keeps me like when you got jokes about it. But it's like, hey, the family comes along, you know, with that in mind, you gonna not eat fruit.
Yeah.
The famine's for the wicked.
Right.
The Lord's gonna take care of his elect. Isaiah 65
have
chapter.
abundance, like it says in 2 Corinthians 2.
Food is
Isaiah 65.
That don't
Food is
mean we
a
gonna
little
throw
word.
food away.
Food shouldn't even be one of your worries, man. The scripture clearly say the Most High feeds the birds of the field. How much more the son of his sons?
Was that the birds sow not?
Yeah, they sow not, neither do they toil. The lilies of the field toil not. You know, and the Most High feedeth them. Are you not much more than they?
We doing work.
Yeah,
We doing work of the Lord. We sowing good seeds.
Look at how he fed Jacob in the wilderness, man. Hey, he had Elijah once, like the ravens feed Elijah like 2-3 times a day. With meat.
Let's not forget that in the wilderness, he was rain water from the skies.
Yeah. Broke a rock.
Yeah, broken rock and
Put
quail, you need some birds, okay. I'm gonna put so much out there. You're not gonna eat none tomorrow.
Put
Be some fresh tomorrow.
He put the branch in the water to sweeten it, to make it clean.
And to back up Z, what he just said, this is really for the wicked.
Oh yeah.
Sirach 40
Yep.
and verse 8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Right, and the new flood is coming. So exactly right. Second death.
You know, we're going into this because, hey, a lot of our people, they're going to end up in these judgments because they refuse to repent. So they're going to be judged with this world. But at least for the elect, you know, as long as we stay faithful, Lord willing, we of the number, we ain't got to worry about that. You know, our faith is going to be tested elsewhere. You know, like you get past the MOTB, and you still the Lord make it to where you still going to eat without having to take it. The elect, those that are not of the elect, they going to take it to eat.
Yeah.
So it's like you need, all right, you could try to save yourself away from the famine by accepting the MOTB, but now you got to eat a missile.
Yeah.
You got to suffer the glittering sword now.
It says, Maccabees, it says, long in life.
Oh yeah.
You get for a little moment.
Yeah, Second Maccabees 6. Yeah, we gonna be straight, man. This is clearly for the wicked of our people.
Bro, you gotta remember, man, that we serve a power who is omnipotent, omniscient, and can do whatever he wants. Hey, look at Daniel in the den. Who fed Daniel in the den, man? Habakkuk was teleported over there. Like, hey, in that day, Yahweh Shemashah can have a brother bring you a plate, man. You could be by yourself throughout the whole time, and you have a brother from your camp come and feed you and just pop up, man. The possibilities are endless. The Lord is going to show forth miraculous miracles in the times that we're coming into, man. It's going to be stuff that you just going to be like, what? Call on Yahweh Shemashah.
I remember there was a brother that had a dream, and he was in a concentration camp or some type of prison or something, and he saw a guard walk out, and then the guard came back, but when he came back, he said he came back in the form of Apostle Tahar. It was like Tahar kind of like disguised himself as a prison guard, and he came and he actually grabbed him. If that didn't happen, the brother probably would have starved or something. I remember our brother doing a testimony.
The other dream my brother had is he said they were locked in his house during the time of Martial Law. They was doing checkpoints, like door service, not service, door checkpoints, man, basically. And it was a Jake in a white van that came to the brother house like every day, and he had food, and he would supply the brother with food and his family with water, and he helped the brother escape, man. So all different types of things are going to be happening to those who believe in Yahweh Shemashah.
Look at in that movie Fahrenheit 451, and in that the Man on Fire, Black Mirror. They open the door, and this chick went on to make it look like Lord. So he looked at something that was scared closed. But in 451, Fahrenheit 451, when he looked, he's like, is it all clear? Is it all clear? Then he came and checked. So it wasn't all clear. Anyway, this is 2 Maccabees chapter 6. I'm going to start at 24. It says, for it becometh not our age, he said, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, now are gone to a strange religion, that even him in his old age will step out of line.
Was that 70? 4 score? No, at
4
90?
scores is 90. It's 10. 4 scores is 20. Scores 20, so 4 over 80. So for becoming 25. And so they through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me. And I get, and I get to stain mine old age and make it abominable. For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet shall I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
That's the attitude to take when it comes to the month.
Exactly.
The devil try to make that shit mandatory, and everybody got to do it to have access to anything. You got to have the attitude where I'm gonna just go out and I'm gonna let the Lord deal. I'm gonna put my trust in the Lord and fall into His hands.
Step out on faith.
Because if I give in, I gotta face the Lord after this.
In life or
Judgment. I gotta deal with the judgment that comes with it and the everlasting shame that comes after.
stain on my name.
That's gonna be a stain on your legacy, even going into the kingdom of heaven.
So let me go from a natural perspective, just a natural way to think. So Judas Iscariot was one of the 12. Okay, let's not forget, he was one of the 12. And then he got that eternal stain on his neck. Now we understand the prophecy and all that about it, but that shows you where you can be at, where you can end up.
Yeah. How far you can fall.
Yeah, how far you can fall from it.
You know? He did.
And it is about how you take yourself. You start murmuring and reading about his murmuring and getting all bent out of shape over certain righteous deeds that was going on. Money-wise, especially, as things were getting tight.
This is Hebrews 11, verse 24. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. So like brothers is going into, man, if you consent to that MOTV, those benefits that you receive for that is only going to be short-lived. Just like the hell and the afflictions that we, Lord willing to be able to elect, the afflictions that we have to go through for rejecting it, it's only going to be short-lived. It's, like it says, our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
Like he's going to shorten the days for the elect's sake.
Yeah.
You know? So things are going to move pretty quickly, man. You know, you might have to go, days or whatever, and then, it'll be like a fast to you. Before you know it, something miraculous happens. The Lord direct the steps of men, so he might have you run into a storehouse or something. We don't know.
Hey, even if you get put in prison,
Yeah.
because we're also told that the devil's gonna cast some of us into prison.
To make you try.
And that's a heavy trial right there, man. But if you can conquer that, oof.
And I was always think
a very strong mind.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be worrying about not only just your life, you're gonna be having thoughts like, man, what about? I wonder what my woman is. I wonder if she's safe. I wonder where my children is at. You worrying about all these things that pertain to you.
Your comfort is the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
You
think about Job, like, well, he lost everything, but he gained everything double after that.
Yeah. And when you say prison, sometimes I think about it like the Lord may put you in a prison to protect you. Because say you was locked up in the prison or the jail down here, when you got all chaos and shit going on, people getting killed left and right, you may be protected, and then when you're finally let go, the destruction, some of the destruction is cleared somewhat where you can maneuver and go where you got to go. So you have to, sometimes you think about it like positive, but also like the brother was saying, you thinking about your family and it's tough. Yeah.
That's those what's that? 2 Corinthians 14, those mortal thoughts.
Yeah.
You can't have those mortal thoughts when it comes down to your faith being tested. Don't start thinking carnally, because that can cost you.
It's like, what if the Esau rolled on us right now, and we all go down, and then we find out 5 hours later, some nigga came down here and lit this motherfucker up, like, we be like, damn, something worse.
Bigger and worse.
Yeah.
We in a safe place down here.
Right.
And now they gotta let us out, but they gotta go round up. We small chains.
Yeah.
Y'all get out of here.
Right.
We come down to the whole organization down here doing some
and they can't put it on us because, hey, we was in your possession, E.
And the Heavenly Father could easily move like that. So you got.
I was gonna say, the Lord's hand is not short that it cannot save. That's the whole point behind us having faith. We're gonna be in situations that seem like it's no way out of it. We're gonna be put in these situations so the Lord can show these miracles.
Hey, get the one where was that with a guard, the door just opened, the earthquake hit, the jail just opened up. It was Paul.
Yeah, and the angel smote him on the side and said, "Yeah, get up, you gotta go." It's that bullshit.
These things that are written in the scriptures are to prepare our minds to go through these things, not to never have to deal with it. We're just gonna be up there floating and drink, eating grace and shit. No, we gotta be down here proving our faith through these times.
I got one quick.
You got it?
Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Stay faithful, and I'm going to preserve you and give you that crown of life. You really gonna live.
Yeah, he's basically saying, you know, the level of faith you're gonna have to be willing to die.
Yep.
Even if you don't die. You know, not every brother's gonna die in that situation. But even if you have to take death, the Lord's still gonna reward you. We read about in the scriptures how you're gonna have men who have the witness of Yahweh Shai that's gonna be up in the heavens, and the Lord's gonna, you know, pretty much reward those men. You know, you'll have those who died in the Lord, their works follow them. You'll have those whose souls came before the altar. You know, when Yahweh Shai come back, they're gonna be risen first anyway. You know? And then we can't forget also, somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 3. So you can even think optimistic even when it comes to you, you know, being persecuted and possibly being put to death for this. There's still reason to be optimistic about that. To the world, to the average, you know, natural man, you tripping. You know, Jake, they don't see, they're afraid of death.
Yeah.
Tells you about the mindset of the ungodly, you know, towards death. In Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. But we have a whole different perspective, you know. Yeah,
That's like, fuck. Like they don't have any. They don't see anything after that, man. They don't believe in a resurrection. They don't believe in an afterlife. They don't believe in anything, right? So it's like, do I really want to go out like this? Maybe I should just sell out. You know?
Yeah, they don't want to miss out on this shit. This is all temporary. You ain't missing out on nothing.
God, that's some of that.
Missing out
Yeah.
on shit here. Yeah. This shit is all. This shit is trash, man. Even when you make it, this shit is trash.
I was gonna say, even when you go full wicked level, and you know, and you sell out to go full wicked level, it ain't even all that good.
Hey, there's this video I seen. Nigga P Diddy, he you know, he's up there. You know, he $1 billion. You know, he's riding down Miami, bumping his fucking album and shit. You know, hey, they go Esau pulling him over, man. Edomite police been making 50, 60,000 a year, pulling out over a Jake, that $1 billion Jake, man. You know, he still got to fucking bow down to, you know, to the powers that be.
Yeah.
You know?
Every Jake that think they're prominent in this world, they go through that nigga wake up call, where you know, Esau lets them know, brings them down like, you still a nigga.
You still under the curse.
You still under the curse. They did that to LeBron when they wrote nigga on his house in Beverly Hills, I believe. Every Jake goes, and sometimes it may be an incident like that, or it may be made public, like I did Floyd Mayweather. You know, it's a politician, it's a governor that had whooped his wife on camera, and he got off. This nigga did it by, you know, someone said this, even though the nigga did it, but hey, they throw your ass in jail. You're a billion dollar man. You made this city billions of dollars. But nigga, go sit in there 90 days and think about what you did, nigga.
That's a corruptible crown, bro.
Yo, yeah.
They wasn't even supposed to be able to get to his house to touch it and spray paint it or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Still, you know, it's bigger works set up.
So you know what I'm saying is shit. You know, you Jake, you sell out, you know, make these millions and billions of dollars, and you still gotta bow down to Esau, man.
God, yeah.
Still in hell, man.
It's still in hell, man.
You still get treated like a slave. You know what I'm saying? And then you even lose it.
Yep.
You don't even get to keep it. You know, like that nigga Allen Iverson. He was talking about how after his divorce with his woman, it was like a $3 million fucking settlement or some shit with his marriage. But in the courtroom, this nigga said, man, I can't even afford a cheeseburger.
Yeah, he did say that, yeah.
Nigga said he couldn't afford a cheeseburger. His woman had to hand him $61 so he could get something to eat. This nigga was worth $200 million. Come on, ain't shit here for you, man.
You can get it and it can go that fast,
Bro.
Yeah.
And that's also because Jake is super dumb.
He blew through that money like an idiot.
He's super dumb. They get a bag like that, and right away, millions of dollars in jewelry, millions of dollars in cars, houses that they can't afford to maintain. Dumbass decisions.
They gotta break their entourage off.
You know?
Yeah, security.
They don't know how to live a simple life. No, they get the bag and whew, the whole world gotta know you fucking balling.
They ain't never had nothing.
It was funny what Willie D said from Ghetto Boys. He said, I was offered to buy a McDonald's, start with one McDonald's, and then eventually I would buy 10. He was like, McDonald's? How long that's gonna take to work? About 20, 25 years. He was like, man, hell no, I ain't waiting no 20, 25 years for this. He said, because I didn't think I'd be around 20, 25 years later. I never even thought of the concept that I'd be alive 25 years later.
Yeah.
So that's why he made the investment. You know what I mean? So now it's 30 years later, and if I wish I had that investment, just that one McDonald's, you'd have had millions just off that one place.
So it ain't nothing here for you. That's why the attitude we have is, the hell with this. This ain't our world anyway. So even if we have to die, we know what we're coming back to. So what was that? What was Solomon 3?
You want the 7th verse?
No, start that. Probably start at the top.
Top what?
Start at the top of the corner, like verses 6 to like 8. You can start at 1.
I got it. 3. Wisdom of Solomon 3, it says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them.
Hey, the scriptures say, whether we live or whether we die, we belong to the Lord.
Right. It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. The dead shall rise first.
Yep.
You get the mortal get to put on the immortal. Live forever. We're gonna live forever from that point on.
In the
You
twinkling,
can't kill us no more.
twinkling of the eye.
Yeah. That's when the world. That's when everything is just gonna switch. It's gonna transition. These people, you can't kill them no more. Now they're immortal. Now they're gods now. That's an ultimate upgrade. Who wouldn't want that?
I can take it out early. I gotta go to every detail of this.
You got Ferraris and shit. You got all expensive jewelry, but your ass could get robbed and put to death for it.
Yep.
You know, live 2 years with it and then die.
What's the point of having it?
What's the point? Yeah, that shit is vanity.
What good? What does the scripture say? What good if a man gain the whole world but lose his soul? Or what will he give in exchange for his soul? I'd rather have it if the Heavenly Father got set up.
So Matthew 16 and 25, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Get Luke 12. I think it was like around maybe it was 15, 16. Start at like 15.
Hell yeah.
12 and 15.
Wait.
On this Luke 12 and 15, it says, start at 12.
You just
12,
told me.
start at verse 15.
This is Luke 12 and 15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things which he possesseth.
Yep.
And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I'll say to
His
my
mind is just on the riches. That's all he's focused on. Riches and basically expanding,
Yeah.
flipping, making more and more riches. That's how that's Esau's way of thinking. That's Esau in a nutshell, man. I would just keep multiplying my riches as long as I live.
And our people have taken on that same mentality.
Yeah.
It's like when, you know what I'm saying, me personally, like if I don't want to be on top and lift my brothers. If we all, you know what I mean? You got a crib, this brother got a crib, or not, that's how I think. Everybody well off. I'm not looking down on nobody because we got it. We all on the same level.
Yeah, that's how Israelites.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
And that's the mentality that the elect of the nation of Israel have. It's because they ultimately want all the nation to win.
Yeah.
We understand Lord will be those men, and that 2/3 gotta go. But in the kingdom they're gonna be good, man. In the kingdom they're gonna be solid. But it takes the elect to fight on this side, and for the rest to unravel. Continue this 17, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?
Yeah, all that shit that you accumulated to yourself, you spent all that time building it up. Now it's time for you to die, and you didn't even think you was gonna die that soon.
Right.
Now everything that you got in your possession, who you gonna leave that to?
Right.
You can't take it with you. At least in the kingdom, we gonna be able to, live forever, so we can,
You can enjoy it.
we can enjoy it for the rest of our people.
Hey, how much more us that have nothing?
Yeah.
People like in our condition, our people, their best aspirations is that they hope that one day they can retire.
Yeah.
At fucking 70 years old, body's done. Okay,
About to get your pension.
Really, bro.
You're sick. You're on medication. But now you can live off the rest of your days, man. That's come on, man.
You ain't even got a year or two left to enjoy any of that shit.
Yeah.
You could die within a year.
And that happens to a lot of Jakes that kind of after they retire, you're eligible for Social Security. Maybe got 5 years, and your ass is dead. And a lot of them die within the year of quitting that job because they worked on the job 30, 40 years, and that's all they know. All they know is waking up, and they become accustomed to that routine. And without that routine, without that job, they fucking dead, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah, there's nothing to look forward to in this place, man. Even if you manage to retire, you're basically being forced to get a part-time job, man.
Yeah.
What they're giving you is not enough to survive. So everyday Jake out here, man, you got nothing to live for in this place. You got nothing to look forward to. More suffering.
Yeah.
And the ones that made it, so-called made it, you're still cursed.
Yeah.
You're still under a curse. You came into this world with nothing, and you leave with nothing.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, you don't get to pass on an inheritance to your children.
Yeah, you do. Debt.
You know.
So all the fuck they gonna inherit is debt, man.
You know how that goes. We got anything in the will? What we got? What do you leave me? Shit. Debt. Trauma. You fighting over what you think he left you? You know how it go.
Yeah.
Matthew 6 and 19. Lay up not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through or steal. Where your treasure is, there is your heart also be.
Yeah. And you gotta know what that treasure is for you. If you didn't know, if the prophets wasn't out here telling you that the real treasure that you should be seeking is salvation, okay? From what? From the coming destruction of prophesied unto the earth that we can already foresee is moving in that direction. Okay, if you just take it in hard to take a look. You got the internet, it makes it all easy. You know? That's the thing. So we're also teaching you how to live and work for the Lord, where you get that treasure where no man can steal your wallet from. Ain't no Jake, ain't no nigga gonna come and steal your chariot, bro. You know, once you're on the chariot, they come and steal your spiritual power from you. You know, your wisdom from you. Right? I was looking for the one exactly. I think it's in here if I read it from here. This is Sirach 11.
Still got that Luke 12.
Oh no, you got it.
Luke 12, and this is 20. 21. But Yahweh said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself, and is not rich towards Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, and he said unto him, Take no thought for your life what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on.
Yeah, put off that mortal thought. Don't worry about the Lord already know what you need. Don't think about your flesh, man. That like it says in the Apocrypha, set your heart on light and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Well, when your flesh tends to get the best of you, that's exactly what happens. You make haste.
Yeah.
Make a quick, irrational decision.
Emotional decision.
Right?
Yeah, that's why you got to be born of the Spirit. The Spirit has to take over those carnal and fleshly thoughts.
Sirach 11 and 11, it says, There's one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste, and is so much more behind. Right? It says, again, there's another that is slow and need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty, and yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good, and set him up from his low estate, and lifted up
because he was probably patient, even though he was going through hell. But he was patient. And of course, he cried to the Lord, and the Lord looked upon him because of his estate. There's nothing for the Lord to, lift you up from that estate. Paul said, I know how to both be abased and to be abound.
Verse 13, and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw it marveled at him. Poverty and adversity, life and death, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. Right? It's a great testing of your faith. It says, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. Error and darkness have the beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. So it's going out of style. Wickedness is going out of style. Right? It says, the gift of the Lord remaineth with the godly, and his favor bringeth prosperity forever. Now somebody can just snatch themselves, right? So there's that waxing rich by his weariness and pitching, and this is the portion of his reward. Whereas he said, I have found rest, and I will eat continually of my goods, and yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him, and that he must leave those things to others and die. He must, exactly what Yahweh said. Okay, it's a little more also. It says, be steadfast in thy covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahweh, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Exactly. That's how he controls it. Hey, the treasure in heaven, he can give you that on the sudden. He can have a brother show up. He can have rain show up. He can rain mine. These miracles can happen now because he looked upon them. Okay? So these are the answers to the things that are coming in these times. Right, you have more on your group. That just kind of tied in pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. It's 22. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life.
That's what he already read in Matthew. Same thing.
It says, right? Take no thought for your life what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? And which of you would take thought to add to the stature of his youth? If you then be not able to do that which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow, they toil not.
You can't control anything in the scenario. How much less can you control the weightier thing that's happening in life? That person.
It says, if ye be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow, they toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, so clothe the grass, which is today in the field and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you?
I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. And I'm going to ask the other question, but Solomon was not arrayed in perfection yet. But those lilies are in their perfection. That's what they were, when they're full bloom, their life, they're full of Solomon in his full bloom, and how was shot after getting the blessing, you know? So how much more for us? We're closer arrayed to that than the bless.
And seek not what ye shall, seek not ye what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be of doubtful mind. For all these things which the nations of the world seek after. And your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather, seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah, so when you seek the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, because if you look at the blessings, just trying to keep the law, it's going to get you in a better case. I mean, you can't keep it perfect. But in this grace period, he looks upon that as you showing your favor through your works because of, you're not persecuted by God because of the grace. So how wonderful is that?
that pretty soon we're gonna have to say goodbye to our mortgages, to our car payment, to our job, to our license, all that. We're gonna have to say goodbye to our bank accounts. Okay? And that's what this is leading to. When that time comes spiritually, we're not gonna be dependent on these things anymore. You know, we're gonna walk by faith. Okay? We're being told, hey, don't worry about food, man. Don't worry about how you're gonna eat. Come on. The birds, the animals don't even worry about that. You know, I take care of them. I'm gonna take care of them.
I got some.
Little shit like, you know, you might have some crumbs in your car. You might have some, you know, French fries, something that you just didn't bother to eat the last of it, but you left it in the car. You threw it, you tossed it in the street, and now here come the birds. Like, oh shit, we got some food. But you don't even think about that.
Jake eat his chicken, throw the bone out.
Yeah.
Now fox or something came right.
I think about that when I throw like seeds out to plant, and the birds come down and get them. I don't be tripping on like banging on, you know, yeah. I was like, you know, hey, some will grow, some won't, but the birds get the ones that, you know, that's to feed them.
I got some. 2 Chronicles 1:9, I'm gonna read down. Now, O Lord Yahweh, let thy promise unto David my father be established, for thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in the multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge thy people that is so great? And the Most High Yahweh said to Solomon, because thou was in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thine enemies.
2/3 right now. What are you gonna ask for?
Money.
What was the 2/3 gonna ask for? You didn't ask for to be closer to wisdom. You know, we gonna ask for none of that. Yeah, some carnal ass shit. The opposite. Look, they got 3 wishes from a king. The opposite be on the list to go out. Money and probably women or more drugs. Something. A carnal origin, you know?
What the nigga say? The plug, or what do you call it?
Yeah.
A connect.
Verse 11, and Yahweh said to Solomon, because this is in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thine enemies, neither yet has asked long life, but has asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people over whom I have made thee king. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee, neither shall there any after thee have the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a precept, you know, to the loop. Seek out the wisdom, you know, seek out the treasures that's on high, man. That's the wisdom, the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. And everything else gonna be added to it. So that was, you know, what I just read, that was, you know, an example.
Even King David, you know, as long as he was serving the Most High and doing what he was supposed to do, his kingdom was just expanding. He was taking over the nations. He had their tribute. All the tribes, they were in order up under him. He had riches. You know what I'm saying? But then he went left, and when he committed adultery, the Lord cussed him out. Was like, you know, if you really wanted these things, I could have gave them to you. If you wanted more women, I could have gave you more women. You know? King David had it all, but he went left. You gotta stay focused on the Lord, and the Lord, he gonna do the rest for you.
I got something.
Hey, like there's a scripture that say, trouble, muzzle not the ox that treadeth off the corn. So the Lord believes in, as long as you're working, he believes in feeding you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna starve my servant out.
I'm gonna let him get my ox be around all this grain and corn, and he the one knocking it down, doing all the work. I'm not gonna let him eat it all.
I'm gonna starve my servant out that's feeding my sheep.
Right.
That don't make sense.
And all the servants, one is our daily bread.
That's it.
You know? Yeah.
The difference between a woman that she'll serve you, but she want all these extra, you know, she looking at how much you gonna, how many shopping sprees you gonna take her on, how much money you gonna be giving her every week or whatever, you know, like versus a woman that's just like, well, I know he gonna provide, he gonna have me a shelter, that's all I need. And I'm gonna handle the household. I'm gonna take care of whatever you take care of in the house. He ain't gotta send me around the world and send me on trips and do all this extra shit.
Yeah.
You know? We're profitable servants, so we're doing what we're supposed to do. You know, you read that virtuous woman, she's doing everything she's supposed to do. Versus a woman that she demands, oh, I need all this. In order for me to be a virtuous woman, I need this. And that's these modern females today. Oh, I won't submit and I won't be feminine unless. And she gives you this whole rundown of all these, you know, qualification requirements and all this extra crazy.
Oh man, some of these women wild too.
She ain't no virgin.
With their demands.
Masculine.
Yeah. Well, I seen it was a video on that. A woman had like 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies. And she was like, oh yeah, I need a man that's gonna provide for me and do this and do this. Because I deserve it. I know what she said. She said she know her box clean, yada yada yada. I'm like, bro, what?
Oh man, I see this one with this bitch, man. She said, what are your qualifications for a man? Oh, I need a man to make at least 200,000. And they told her, so the thing is, says only 6.6% of men only make at least 200,000. And she look up there looking dusty, you know what I mean? Like bitch, please.
That's not how this supposed to work.
You know, but it's gonna, you know, Esau has flipped everything upside down. The scripture says, it's like, you got demands?
Yeah.
Like,
see, going back to the attitude, we as the Most High's woman and being His servant, we're not supposed to have that mentality.
no.
But the Lord's gonna reward us anyway, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do. Like, you reward your woman if she's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You want to reward her.
If she's doing everything that's pleasing to you, you're gonna be like, man, I want to take her out to this nice spot, get her some food, or take her to the store and get her some shoes she want or whatever, or a coat, or a purse or something.
Yeah.
You want to do those things for your woman when she's pleasing you.
Flowers, whatever.
Yeah, man. And she got all this attitude, and she ain't willing to do what you want her to do, and she already all messed up in the head. Like, what you want to do for her?
Man, she's a man eater, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now. Janet Jackson's also, what have you done for me lately? This type of spirit, man. Most are the only one that said that type of spirit. It should come from the top, not from the bottom. Well, you know, this brother got precepts, we got a few of them.
Yeah, this is Psalms 37 and 25. It says, I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So the righteous, the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shai, has never forsaken his man. You know, his righteous men on the earth. All right. He's always taking care of them. Okay, no matter what they put, no matter when he put them through, he always made a way for them to escape. You know? Through any trouble, he always made a way for them to escape. Okay? So, heading into Jacob's trouble. heading into Jacob's trouble.
Hey, like, for example, man, I saw y'all, bro.
Man,
Hey,
bro.
I was thinking,
In the kingdom, man, we ain't gonna even be phased by that shit.
right.
We ain't gonna be phased by that. Our women are gonna be upgraded, man. That's on the low level. That's just what we can see on this side, man. That's a whole. That's a whole bitch, man.
Yeah.
She ain't got no kind of virtue at all.
Because she's exactly what we were talking about a minute ago. What are your requirements? I require I'm pretty sure if you ask her, I require a man that he got to do this, and she got a list of requirements. When after you slept with that first man, your worth dropped significantly. You know, and we know she got, Brittany Griner, not Brittany Griner, hell no, Brittany Renner numbers on her.
She's chasing a high value man, you know?
Yeah.
But little does she know that the high value man that she wants has options that look just like her, that look better than her. Yeah?
That actually have virtuous in his tour that can go that extra mile.
Walking out here with your thighs out, with your big ass thigh tattoo and all that.
Yeah.
You for the streets, man.
Yeah. She knew what she was doing when she put that shit on today.
But you better come correct though. You better have your shit straight when you're dealing with her. You better be making over 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? You better be educated. You better have. But tying it back, we already know that our filthiness, our righteousness is as filthy rags to the Most High. We cannot have that same attitude with our Maker. We were pieces of shit, but the blood of Yahweh cleaned us up.
Yeah. We're worthy of death.
We was worthy of death, man. So we got to come with that humble attitude. Just like the same attitude these women gonna have in the time of trouble. When Isaiah 4:1 happens. Shit. My worth ain't what it's cracked out to be. I know I ain't shit, so can you marry me to take away my reproach? I'll handle the rest. Whatever you need me to do. They're gonna be in that same subservient mentality, man.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna know that they're gonna need a man of the Lord. Just like we gonna know that we need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man.
You get that one right there?
Jeremiah 3:1, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man,
You pretty much get there with idolatry away from the Most High.
shall he return unto her again? Shall not that man be greatly polluted?
That means most of these bras out here,
Hell yeah.
they all fucking polluted, man. Going back to what we was initially talking about, ain't nothing here for you. This is what you gotta choose from if you decide, if you want it here, this is what you gotta pick from.
Hey, she requires 6 figures. You get her, you got 6 figures now. You get her.
And you better not lose
shit.
that.
Oh shit, a man with 7 figures is showing up.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. She
Gone.
Hey, God forbid you put a baby in that already or married that.
Yeah.
That's a epic L waiting to happen.
yeah.
Your 6 figures is
Because your loyalty is going to be as long as you are bringing forth that money.
You gotta keep it up.
Yeah, you gotta keep it up.
Even then, you keeping it up, and she like,
All you got to do is have a slick talking
he
nigga.
a little bored. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I'd rather go with him.
She still got an Instagram. She's still gonna want to go out and be in another nigga's VIP section.
Yeah.
She's not like she's gonna be like, okay, you got what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna stay at home and I'm gonna only be your woman and I'm gonna be humble to you.
She not giving that shit. She not
Or
giving
she
that
might
up.
go and get with the broke nigga
yeah.
because he.
The struggle here, the struggle here is way better than bedrooms than the rich niggas.
They want the
Struggle, that struggle.
yeah, the hood nigga with nothing. He laid the pipe down.
Nigga made her laugh.
He got his natural. He got more,
You just simply can't win on this side, man. You're not gonna win that.
This place got nothing. This place got nothing good waiting on
And the kingdom of heaven, none of this shit is gonna be an issue for us, man.
It says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Yeah, speaking of Israel as well, it's correlated too. So if you ain't got nothing, but you want us to come back to you and still deal with you, and you know you're on a lower state, how much begging you gonna have to do to us? Well, that goes to the Most High in us. How much more? If we know we've been off, and we're gonna try to become virtuous, we gotta. It's a certain mentality that gotta come. So humility, you can't go and listen to demands. You better save me. I better be able.
As it was in your mind to go astray, and that being returned, seek him
10 times more.
And we're gonna, hey, you women, when that time comes, you're gonna have to seek us 10 times more.
Yep.
You have to really, really show us that you really are a willing servant. Because that's what a true woman is, a servant.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to really, really show that, man.
If you ain't that in this world, where it's going, you can survive.
We're not gonna bargain with you anymore.
No.
That shit is gonna be over.
Ain't no 50-50. It's either my way or no way.
Yeah, meet your sister wife.
Yeah. Talk about what y'all gonna make for dinner.
I seen a video, I know Brent's probably seen it. It was a dude from, I think, Pakistan or something like that. His wife, it's like she wanted to spend more time with her friends. So he was like, so you know what I did? I married a friend too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, both of them, bro.
That's smart.
Second wife was happy. She was like, yeah, I'm in the wife. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's a cold deal, man. And the friend probably look good too. Yeah.
Jay, he got 4 wives, and you know they all Indians.
Oh no.
But hey, the women, they was like kind of in the right spirit.
See, they'll submit to a nigga real like
They got tats on their
That's what
face.
they will. That's what they will submit to.
And they were saying like, well, at first I wasn't really, with it. I was hesitant, but come to find out, it's easier. Make it easier on me. He took one of them in, and she already had kids. That's on a low level. How much more a man of the Lord that gets, fresh, pure women, that's in their right mind.
Yeah.
And they don't have no choice. They're gonna have to work together.
Almost sound like a pimp with a bottom bitch. Pretty much, right? They all live together. This is my main bitch I got a kid by.
Yeah, Apostle Rakan said something years ago. He said, man, Lord, them righteous pimps. They gonna be selling them. But they gonna be serving their man.
Yeah.
Tell them what to do and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. Long time ago.
Let me see, but like, it's gonna be a new heaven and a new earth. So that means that it's gonna be a new way of thinking. It's gonna be a new mindset. So even our women, their minds are gonna be different. They're gonna have no problem with being servants because that's their natural purpose.
Yeah. It's not gonna be a surprise like
At all.
It's like, oh,
It's gonna come
Natural,
natural. Like,
yeah.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it because that's what I'm here to do.
yeah.
And I'm gonna breed children because that's what I'm made for, to breed children.
Yeah.
In this day and age, she don't know if she wanna keep it. She ain't gonna talk to the father whether she wanna keep it or not.
It ain't no question, we're gonna co-parent, and then that old stupid ass shit. It's like, this is what it is, this is how it's gonna be. And they're
I
gonna
don't know if I'm ready to be a brother.
and they're gonna love it.
That shit wild, man.
I don't know if I want to be a mother or choose my career.
I still want to be on the brand. Doing OnlyFans. And
Yeah.
some of these girls that do OnlyFans be like, when this runs out of my beauty, it's to a certain point where it's tremendous. Then I'll go do all that other stuff. But with all that other stuff is already on the
Man, you know what they do? They wanna, after they OnlyFans or they strip days is over, even their whole days is over, they want to be a nurse. I'm gonna go to nursing school now.
Is there no other education?
Uh.
That's gonna be a nightmare. So to work for that. We saw what happened the lockdown with the pandemic is listen.
And that's a setup too, because you got to take the whatever Boost Mobile or whatever they got coming out. You got to get that shit.
Let me make a couple of quick points and hopefully we'll get back. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. I'll start at verse 20, then I'll jump to the second chapter. Right? It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. From what the brother was saying earlier, this is what that real treasure is the wisdom of these scriptures, the wisdom of the prophecy, the wisdom of attempting to keep these laws.
That's the kingdom of heaven is basically starting with the wisdom.
Yeah.
It says, if your delight there be in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore.
Solid.
Yep. And then it says,
it makes sense because Yahweh Shai, he's perfect. He's like Solomon, he transgressed. As Yahweh Shai, he's gonna be able to sit on the throne forever because he'll never go astray from the wisdom. He is the word of the Most High, so he's gonna live it according to the T of the law. You know? So he's gonna sit on the throne that was promised to him since back then, forever.
judging the proper way.
You know, imagine how Yahweh Shai gonna have it, man. This is his world. He's sharing it with us. We're joint heirs with him.
And he's the only one that overcame it.
Yeah.
So, you know, how much more deserving should he be the one that but he did it, as he would tell us, he did it with the wisdom that came from his father. This is now jump down to the 7th chapter, 7th verse. Wherefore I prayed and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her. So just you want some carnal, money, whatever, some type of food power, well, don't realize that wisdom is that real power that you really seek for. Right? And it sets you up and allows you to reign forever. Yeah, drug dealer could be on a king being on top for a while, but eventually he's gonna be taken down by a competitor or by the government system or whatever. Yeah. But with wisdom, there's nothing to take you down. The Most High wants to uplift you to push that spirit out there, right? It says, and thrones and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison to her, neither compare I unto her any precious stone. All gold in respect to her is as little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. I loved her above beauty, health and beauty, before a woman. That's why in that movie, I think I Love My Wife.
Chris Rock?
Chris Rock movie, when he started fucking up that work, missing meetings and shit, and Herman Winston brought him in there and was like, you got a quarter, put it on the table. He goes, yeah, he goes, that quarter represents the millions of dollars that you brought to this company. The table represents the money in the company. A big conference table, huge, with a quarter. He said, a man has never lost a woman chasing money, but a man has lost money chasing women. Yep. You know, so keeping your eyes set on what's important. Because what we're talking about, all these things we added up to. Seek first the kingdom of heaven like we did earlier, right? And that's what Solomon did. It says,
there's say in the apocryphal wine that women cause men of understanding to fall away. That can happen. If you keep your mind focused on the wisdom, and you know that women could be dangerous, wine could be dangerous, you know, doing things not in moderation can be dangerous.
Following mind can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Impulsive. Hasty, you know.
Yeah. Surfing in. You can perish.
It says, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out. All things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. and I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom was before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. I learned diligently and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, that heavenly treasure, right? Which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. So, and it's like a good business, man. When you use wisdom, those that know the value of wisdom, will now gravitate and want to use and pick up wisdom and want to use it also. Now you've got a conglomerate of wisdom users that builds a righteous power of energy around you. That's what you see that these camps, you see that across the four corners of the earth, that make up the elect, which will make up the strong head those men. Because wisdom will be used.
You need a wise, like Wisdom of Solomon 6, it talks about a government will order. You need, in order for there to be success from a righteous government, you have to have true wisdom. And in which you govern according to the scriptures, the law, that's where you're going to succeed at. Because you would have righteous judges to be able to judge matters, right? You'd be able to have elders that could give advice. You'd be able to have officers that protect, for the citizens that live under a jurisdiction. You have a welfare system for the have-nots.
Yep. You wouldn't have the homeless, poor. People wouldn't be hungry because you would have like you said, a welfare system. Yeah.
You have all these different things.
A house, the Most High's law is so righteous that when if your husband died for some reason, say he was a wicked dude, he ended up dying, that's usually how death comes about, right? Well, you still are set up. Your family still doesn't have to pass out. You have the welfare system set up.
And will allow you to remarry, under the circumstances your husband perishes. Where you, because the Lord knows a woman needs a man. So,
and why is adultery really not a big thing in the Eastern world? It's because of the government.
Yeah.
They enforce the law. Over here, the shit is rampant because the law's slack.
Yeah.
So they're not afraid to just sleep around and break their youth. These women they have no fear on this side. But take them over there where they see examples of women being they're making examples out of adulterous whores. They'll lose that courage real quick.
Because a lot of women over there, they said it. Then you say they show any kind of flesh, shit, them men go crazy. And if you don't have a man to protect you, you how can I say this? You great bait. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which means just to say it this way, you'll be taken by force.
Easy.
And be treated, people do whatever they want.
Like group rape type of shit.
Situations. Not having the proper head.
Let me read this real quick, not to get off topic, but I just read this on USA Today. It says massive emergency alert test scheduled to hit your phone on Wednesday. So, y'all brothers already knew that, but just to you see what this devil's doing. You see while Jake is sleeping, bullshitting. They doing this for a reason. Could be in the near future, could be next year, but they putting this shit. Yeah, for something for sure. Yeah.
And if you don't have somebody to break these down to you, these things are coming. What does that mean? If the blind lead the blind, if you follow somebody that don't know, you'll fall to the ditch. Well, if you just wander in the rope and that noonday, you fall to the ditch. I was looking for that particular verse. It talks about it. I'm looking for that.
World order.
Yeah.
I think it's either in that same. You in Wisdom of Solomon 7 or 6.
I got both chapters.
I think it's either in Wisdom of Solomon 6, around like the 20-something verse, or it's in Sirach 10.
Must be Sirach 10.
Yeah, I did read it. I think it's in Sirach 10.
Yeah, I got it. You ready? Yep. All right.
Excuse me.
Ecclesiasticus 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
World order.
This talks about something like that in this chapter, but that's the verse of that phrase.
Was that Sirach 10, right?
Then you have a well-ordered single mind of the people. Okay, government means mind control, but you have it in a righteous way, where people are thinking towards righteousness, and their actions are geared towards righteousness. Everything starts to fall in place in order as the Most High created. That's what is going to be the kingdom of heaven. And like this devil got everybody moving towards wickedness and thinking wickedly that they can't, nothing ever works out.
I was going to read it in the GNT. A wise ruler will educate his people, and his government will be orderly. All the officials and all the citizens will be like their ruler.
Yep. Could you grab at the top of the 6th chapter in that GNT?
This is Sirach 6:1.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Oh, excuse me, wisdom. You said 6:1? So then, your kings, your rulers, the world over, listen to what I say and learn from it. You govern many lands and are proud that so many people are under your rule.
That's back in Wisdom of Solomon 6.
But this authority has been given you, has been given to you by the Lord Most High. He will examine what you have done and what you plan to do. You rule on behalf of the Most High and His kingdom, and if you do not govern justly, if you do not uphold the law, if you do not live according to the Most High's will, you will suffer sudden and terrible punishments. Judgment is especially severe on those in power.
Right, we were talking about that earlier. And so that goes with what you were saying. You gotta have that righteous mind. You know, when the righteous are in authority, the people
mourn.
rejoice. The wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So it's the same type of mentality. If you start with righteousness as the way that you're gonna rule, and probably judgments are going out, because we know that they're written in the scriptures. On that mind state, everybody on the level should keep it. And then everything should just work out in peace and harmony.
I'll read 6. It says, common people may be mercifully forgiven for their wrongs. And that's talking about the Israelites, the elect. But those in power will face a severe judgment. And we clearly, through a process of elimination, who's in power? You know?
Even when it says, talk about, it says that, what is it, two scriptures, I think.
What?
Much given is much required, but it says,
Ecclesiastes 1?
Right, but the other one I was thinking.
That's in he's talking about is in Luke.
Luke, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was two thoughts that came. The other thought was when
And that with which is given as much required from the Lord's servants.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, yeah, right. So those that it was better that you had not known of the kingdom and never tasted the glory of it versus to be beat with many stripes.
That's
two more scriptures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Brothers understand what I'm trying to get out.
Is that in Luke or is that?
When he gives it to you, you need this to move forward and prosper with it. But when you treat it like it ain't nothing, he beats you even harder because more was given unto you. Okay, but that's why it's going to be handed so much into the hands of the elect, going to the kingdom of heaven, to be the progenitors of the righteousness that's coming.
And the Most High, His judgments are always just because, like, when the other rulers before this empire was ruling, they didn't really ruin the earth like they didn't destroy the earth.
Yeah.
So they got judgments that warrant, you know, what they got.
Yeah.
But Esau, he destroying the whole earth.
Yeah.
So what is the Lord going to do? He's going to destroy your power source from off the earth. He's going to get rid of America.
Yeah.
Because America has been responsible being at the height of its power and using its power to actually destroy everything.
Right.
So why not destroy and level this place?
So it's an abuse of power.
It's the root of the problem in the earth. You know?
He did away with the Levites because they were abusing the power that they were getting. So with that direct line, with that only that tribe, and opened it up to the order of Melchizedek. Okay, so man won't be able to be manipulated that way in the kingdom of heaven because of the second coming.
Right.
Everybody will understand, and that's where that government will begin at the Israelites, teaching to the heathen to run the whole earth in righteousness.
Yep.
And that's why there's going to be a government, Masharah, right? That's, you know, like it tells you in Isaiah the 2nd chapter. All nations are going to have to flow to this particular government.
Yeah.
This is going to be the government that's going to rule, and it's going to be well ordered. It's going to be well ordered, structured.
We don't want the money just to have it. We don't want it. It's for purpose.
We want the welfare of the earth, man.
Right.
We want the best, what's best for our earth, our planet.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no infighting, you know, in the government. Yahweh Shai, you ain't gonna know. Oh, we gotta pass a bill, you know, to keep the government open.
Yeah.
You know, and then this infighting and shit. You know, it ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
And the
One righteous mind is going to be in effect.
and the elect care about the earth and about its well-being because they were the ones that helped, build the earth with Yahweh Shai. They had the blueprints to do the mountains and the rivers and, you know, how they are. He set it all up.
That's that Genesis 1:1.
Yeah.
Alahayim.
Christian want to break down the Bible and they can't understand the first verse. They gonna tell you about the scriptures, but let's break this down. Let's start from the beginning. See, it's fucked up because the first book they can't break down and the last book. And they fuck up all in between too.
Because they lack the spirit of the Lord.
Yeah.
Micah 4 at the top. And it reads, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
Ain't nobody going to them small hats to learn his ways. They're the upholding of this wicked government. This mountain that's getting ready to be a burnt mountain. You know? Oh, it's about to become a burnt mountain.
It says that he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh, from Jerusalem.
Yeah, we're gonna have to re-educate the earth.
Yeah.
Because they got so bugged out off of that Babylonian line, they need to be re-educated. No, marriage is between a male and a female.
Yeah.
That's marriage. Don't eat that.
Hey.
Don't eat that. That belongs in the sea. Don't eat this. This is meant to be between the earth. Don't touch that.
And the Most High made it easy because we don't have to educate our own people. It's like they're gonna be, that'd be hard too. Like, damn, it would take. Yeah.
Hey, how many Jake we have to teach the 2/3 mostly of the power?
Oh man, that'd be like doing this all over again.
That'd be another punishment.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, so he gonna make us be witness all of that. Okay, but when it comes to starting fresh, you gotta build it with righteousness from the foundation up.
We're gonna have it built up, but we also gonna be re-educating them too. Because, yeah, we're gonna have all this built up, but how are we gonna be? How's it gonna be governed? How are we gonna rule over these lands and the fresh water and the trees and the animals? We're gonna need that. We're gonna have that breath of life to be able to teach them.
The blueprint, we have the blueprint now. It just has to be in us, and then, like your brother said, enforced to the other nations.
Yeah, first they gotta get their ass beat.
We gotta get humble first.
Because they ain't gonna willingly just, we're gonna have to discipline so that they can learn. We have to look at what we have to go through because we was hard headed.
They're gonna have to see that the power is real, because if we had the power in these bodies, they would have to test. You have to test these motherfuckers. They ought to test us. Like that's just like okay. And then you let the power be shown, and they like okay. Then you're gonna have to continue until they It's one thing about having it, but then one thing about is using it.
Proverbs 29:1. He that being often reproved, hardening his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed. Often reproved. So we ain't gonna sit up there and keep trying to beat you over the head to get it. Talk about you healing, we're gonna execute the judgment for not keeping it, and that's what we're asking.
Oh, example.
Right.
Zechariah 14. Zechariah 14 and 16. That's when the nation's gonna get their act right, when they see, because the Lord said, "He that overcomes, we're gonna be able to basically, He said He's gonna give them power over the nation."
Yeah.
What kind of power was the Lord talking about? Is it just like, oh, I'm just gonna beat you over the head with a? Yeah, I mean that's part of it. But no, the Lord's gonna give us the kind of power that a God has.
Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we say something, they do it.
We're gonna be able to control your food supply. We're gonna be able to control your weather.
Everything that
He's doing on the left hand side, we're gonna be able to do on the right hand.
Zechariah 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Zechariah 14, 16.
Oh, you wanted 16 because we started a little earlier. That's
Well, yeah, I mean,
14.
you can start at 14.
And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen around about shall be gathered together, gold and silver, and apparel in great abundance. And it shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel, and of the ass, and all the beasts that shall be in these tents, as this plague.
Did you want to go into that?
No, the point I was looking at was all the wealth of the heathen around about, so they gotta.
Yeah. Because that's going into how when the gates are opened up, we're gonna bring the forces of the Gentiles, the riches, in. So we're gonna have all the wealth, all the wealth that we could possibly desire. We're gonna have that, and then some.
And it's not like I said, it's not just like bringing the things down just to be stuck on everybody. So
everything's gonna have a purpose.
Yeah, the purpose is gonna be
like the precious stones and minerals.
right.
We ain't gonna be rocking it just a rocket. We on this side we already have an understanding of what their purpose is. The amethyst stone, how it affects your mood and it deals with energy and stuff like that. We're getting that wisdom for a reason now, because we gonna know how to deal with it and how to ration it and what it's for in the kingdom.
Where it needs to be.
Go back. Yeah, back to 16.
14 and 16. It shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Keep going.
And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon him shall be no rain.
See? We're gonna have that kind of power, man. No rain.
Yeah.
You ain't finna get nothing growing in, nothing coming in for you.
Zechariah 14 and 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, where within the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all the nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Hey, now remember, back when we was being colonized by the Greeks, we was getting put to death if we wasn't keeping their customs.
Yeah.
We trying to keep our own.
We trying to keep our own. We was getting put to death. So when we rule, it's only right that y'all got to keep our customs, or else.
This is Luke 19 and 27. It says, but those mine enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Better serve the king. He's the king of kings.
They say in Psalms 2, kiss the son, lest he be angry.
Yeah, it is.
There's going to be plenty of examples out there. You know there's going to be demons from the other nations, you know? They're going to have to be made an example. Because the law really is going to be enforced.
Sure.
You know? It's not going to slack. You know? Judgments are going to be going out.
It's not going to be as bad as the destruction that came now, but you're going to keep this destruction in mind, so not to get too far out of line.
Remember, they're not under the new covenant. Only us.
Right.
Hey, they're going to be going off.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Well,
They're gonna have to
enforce.
learn.
those judgments are going to have to be submitted, man, by force.
Yeah.
You know?
Rule with a rod of iron.
Forced to submit. You know? And then 1,000 years from now, 2,000, 3,000, 10. Yeah, they're gonna be better, you know? It's never gonna be perfect.
And Esau, he's just going to get the lead.
Oh, that,
He's going to lead him.
It's
not
going.
be a
You think about how hard it is for Esau, because we always say that their righteousness is going off, so they don't know nothing but to be fucking wicked, and they got to be right. So they're gonna be fighting that shit every day. It's like a fucking drug, like a motherfucker motherfucker going cold turkey. How they just
but see, at the same time, the influence of us and the Lord and the righteous on the earth is gonna take over, man. They're not gonna have fucking Hollywood, you know? They're not gonna have all this wicked shit, all these bad influences on them. You know, they're gonna have good influence, man, on the earth.
That's another
Right?
reason why.
They're gonna look up to the true power, man. Okay, so they're gonna want to be at a level, you know, righteous too. You know, today everybody's under this cloud, man. That evil cloud that just took over, you know.
They're under Esau's vibration.
Yeah.
They're all under that
Vibration.
old serpent, the devil,
Vibration.
which is the devil and Satan. They're under his vibration right now. So the Lord's gonna come back and he's gonna break that spirit when he come and judge and make war, take them down and subjugate them, and then enforce the law on them. That's all that's what the Lord's coming back to do. All right, the conquering lion of Judah is coming to conquer, man. He's gonna come and take the world, man. The saints shall take the kingdom. We shall rule forever and ever. His dominion shall be from everlasting to everlasting. Alright? So hey, with that, we're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor.
to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakwadash.
Double understand elder apostles, bishops of the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom, walk, Baba,
Blah, blah, blah.
whoever watches live.